Okay. Last time on Rebirth of the End, the party had just gotten done with killing the guy trying to kill Amari's father, and before we could really heal up, there was people came in and were like, "Oh, hey, just kill him already. We're trying to, and then so we can make you into the Lord of Hell." And we're like, "No, we actually saved him." And they're like, "Oh, okay, sure." And we then healed him. Uh, and we talked for a bit. We took our orders for dinner later, and we learned that a great wizard put a seal upon the place of where all the things were. The fuck was it called?
The vault.
Vault. A great wizard put a rune on the vault, and because we have items that we want to get in there, we need to get to the vault. So we went to the vault, and as we were there, Matthias realized, oh hey, these are just illusions. They're not actually not really good. They're just powerful illusions. But and Matthias, and then we saw the guy who was here, and Matthias decided to, dispel the runes to prove a point, but was revealed that it was actually someone who he knew from Wizard. I would say Wizard High School, fucking Wizard College, whatever it was called. His academy. They had a bit of arguing, but once we opened the vault, we realized that it was ransacked, and a strange, weird pool was inside. Thea threw some things in there, and the pool grew, and we tried a few different things, like throwing spells into it, but it just kept growing. Eventually, Matthias realized that there was a creature inside of it that we had to get in, that we had to get out, and as we tried to get it out, we suddenly realized we were in a different. We were transported to some weird area where our magics were not working. Once there, we were talked to by this lady, who was basically saying, who basically told us that, yeah, she's working with the worm that walks, is in love with him, and is going, and basically just trapping us here for Bartholomew. That's not his name. Is it? I don't remember. The Mummy Lord. Barnabas. Talking for Barnabas. And Matthias was able to yap long enough to keep her distracted while Karis and Thea explored around. He threw a boulder into the giant pit in the middle, and then Thea realized that there was a strange angel there, kind of encaged. The party, Garrus and Thea started to go down, fucking lost her grip, and then just, kind of got it repeatedly slammed against walls over and over again before being saved by Garros, who latched onto the weird guy with wings, who told us that he was some like son of the Lord of the Sylvan person. Who as we were going to start free him, Garros heard a call to someone below us, who basically was saying like, "Hey, you need to don't trust everyone. Hey, don't trust everyone in chains." And Garros decided to go deeper, go down further. Which once he went down further, he saw a cage. Once we were down there, the lady with the blood stuff retreated and went back to where she. After besides they were kind of talked her into potential letting us go, she went away, and everyone else kind of started to explore a bit and realized we were deep. We were stuck in the pit. Once that happened, we were able, but eventually Garros and Thea were able to free the lady in the pit, who was revealed to be a kineticist of water and fire. And once we realized, we basically freed her. Jack got us out of the pit with a bird. And once we were rescued out from the pit, we were attacked by these. We were attacked by these strange creatures. We eventually got done with that. The lady was also there who trapped us originally, but Matthias was able to convince her to get us to just join us out of here. The kineticist lady created was able to create a gateway. But was started to create a gateway. But the person who we were originally going to free, broke free, and we had to survive a few rounds while the gateway was being made. But eventually, we survived those rounds pretty handedly, and we were able to escape this prison. And that is where we left off, escaping the prison escaping that prison, and now back in the layers of hells.
As we pick up today, we're still in the vault, I believe, correct? I fucking zoned out, I'm sorry.
I think we basically just ended right when we got out.
Yeah. All of you, some are looking far worse off than others. Garrus is doomed for and on the brink of death. But you all exit out from that strange dimension you were stranded in. The vault is still empty, stripped of everything. But for the time being, at least, all of you are, for the most part, unharmed, alive, as it were, gazing about at one another. You are not the only ones to make it out, as did this strange woman who came with you, freed from whatever that strange realm was, a prison for her, at the very bottom. However, as we pick up, all of you looking about, gazing out, and seeing everything still empty, this strange woman, who Matthias essentially managed to convince to be a good guy, if you would call it that, or just at the very least not harm you all in attempting to escape. As you all look towards one another, she gives a very quick bow and goes, "I do believe this is where we will be parting ways. For the time, at least. I'm sure we'll run into one another again soon, but I have the entirety of the hells to explore."
No, fair enough. Good luck with that.
Uh-huh.
Good luck with that whole being in love with the worm thing.
And she smiles. "Oh, I'm sure it will end beautifully." As you watch as she creates a doorway out of nothing, a spell of translocation, and disappears.
Yeah, that's not gonna end well.
Mm,
People
Oh.
must be left to make their own bad decisions.
yeah.
No, that's why I didn't stop her. I don't care.
Dylan, am I supposed to be? I think I'm supposed to still be doomed, aren't I?
Yeah, how do you get rid of Doom? Do you have to die?
You have to die.
No, I just rest.
Okay.
You guys rested. You guys got a long
Oh, we
rest.
did?
Yeah.
You got
Okay,
a long
cool.
rest on coming out.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you're not doomed. Only Garrus is doomed. But Garrus is
makes
doomed
sense.
for.
Forever.
if he drops to 0 at all, he just dies instantly.
Bye, Garros.
Oh, Garrus. It was fun knowing you. So, what now? What do we do?
Well, do you want to be healed real quick, Garrus, or?
I mean, of course, but I don't know if this is like. I meant more of like a grander picture thing. Like, what do we do?
Oh. Well,
get my dad's stuff back, right? Good at that sort of thing.
We do need to find where the Mummy Lord is.
Yeah,
And,
but
you know,
I feel like next time we're probably gonna be walking into a fight on that one with him.
Hmm.
100%.
So I think it'd be pertinent for me to figure out how to do something with these. They'll sort of shimmer and like shimmy the bandages.
Okay. And do remember, he's still, I think, just trying to figure out how the spear works, so. Sooner
No,
we-
yeah. So like here's the thing. Frankly, it'd be easier to just burn them. He'd be pretty screwed after that. He'd be significantly weakened. But as I mentioned before, I can get a lot of benefits out of possibly eating them. Not in like a physical sense, but in like a magical sense. Nevertheless, considering the circumstances, if you guys would prefer I just destroy them, I will only be mildly annoyed and make some noises of protest and give some glares, but we'll do it.
Or are you worried about like absorbing too much magical power and exploding?
No, that'd be frankly the perfect way for me to go. I'm not worried about that at all. If that's how I'm meant to die, that's the only death I'll accept. Let's be clear.
I will note that.
I'm not going to be killed by anything else but my own hubris. So it's up to you guys in the end, because obviously this affects more than me if we're going to have to fight that guy.
Should we possibly go to dinner with Mari's father and then we can
No,
discuss?
so think on it over dinner. Think on it.
Okay.
I just have one question. Is this fuck coming to the dinner? As he will point to Edward. To Solomon. Saying to Garros's, sorry, not Garros's, oh my god. To Amari's father.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's killed this incompetent illusionist that we somehow still have with us.
I mean, he did actually heal, like, he was pretty good at healing and hitting things.
Ataris
He's
looks.
also thinking all my dad's stuff is missing.
Ataris does look towards you all. While yes, is it his fault the wards were faulty? Correct. But I've tried to learn to look past slight transgressions here and there, in belief that a greater good can be formed, that sort of idealism. He looks towards Solomon. Goes, I feel 150 years in prison is a fair judgment. As Solomon looks and goes, prison? What do you mean? I helped you against the... As you hear him scream, as he falls through the floor, like Squidward in that one episode of SpongeBob.
Oh no. Okay. Look, I'm not one to argue anything on behalf of that guy, because fuck him. But he appears to not be a mage at all. He appears to just be some sort of anti-me with his abilities. Guy is literally obsessed. That being said, that amount of holy power is likely going to be very useful against the undead foes of the worm. So, far be it from me to question your judgment, but maybe something to consider. I don't want to have dinner with him either way.
Looks at you and goes, 150 years should pass in about the time that dinner takes. For him, not for us, obviously.
No, is it like he feels like he's in?
Oh,
150 years of prison?
100%. It's very funny.
Oh, that's perfect.
It is very,
sounds
very
great to
funny.
me.
I agree.
He'll be very confused at why everything's exactly the same when he comes out. We shouldn't tell him that it's only for himself.
You know what, Matthias? I love the way you think.
That'll really fuck him up. Well, now I'm really feeling my appetite. That put me in a very good mood.
And he smiles. Well, let's have at it then. I'm sure if not now, then soon dinner must be ready. As Ataris starts walking upstairs, leaving all of you in the vault alone. As you are, while there's no sign of the treasures here, there are things looking around the room that, upon your first entry point, would not have been super visible, because that the first time around you were transported away.
And there's the
This-
giant blood puddle.
This time, as you are looking about, there are large, what looks like statues, maybe aren't the best word, but petrified servants of Barnabas Gestalt. Mummy-like creatures in varying degrees of rot, turned to stone likely from picking up things or triggering traps. On top of the many stone bodies that litter this place. On the wall where once perhaps a certain staff that Barnabas now holds, in the case, because it looks like the case was just shattered and the staff pulled out, there is about 6 or 7 thick droplets of a blackish blood, as well as what kind of looks like a severed finger.
Finger.
Thias, do you like body parts? What's happening with this finger?
Well, not really. They're fine, I guess, if they have a use. But let's see. So I'm gonna do an occultism check, see on the finger. See if there's any indication if it has a magical purpose within here. First roll of the day. Shaka Shazam!
37, not bad.
Shit, let's
Not
go.
bad.
It never fails.
The
fails.
finger does seem to have a magical signature to it. You could feel a heavy necromantic magic.
Definitely necromancy.
Like a mummy would have.
Oh, of course. Can I determine a possible purpose or something like that?
I would say with a 37, it looks like it was caught and torn off in the shattering of this glass case.
I see.
A decrepit finger like this on its own wouldn't do super much, but would work wonders for things like divination and whatnot if you have that available to you.
Let's see. I don't have scrying quite yet. It seems like it was broken during the attempt at stealing stuff, or when he was trying to leave. Like,
The
does it seem like a
attempt
cut
at
that was
stealing.
done? Okay, so it wasn't at the stepping through like a portal or anything like that.
Correct.
Well, it appears that it's just a finger of the robber that got taken off while he was trying to steal things. Whether it's Barnabas or one of his lackeys, I'm not sure. Unfortunately, the ability to sort of spy upon someone while having a body part of theirs is beyond my current spell casting capabilities.
Maybe Mari's father might have someone who could do that.
Possibly. Possibly indeed.
Oh,
What I'd like to do is I'd like to see if I could find maybe where they made their exit and see if I could maybe figure out where their teleportation or way they got out was keyed to.
do you think they'll to be around here?
Well, they weren't seen leaving somewhere else, so I'd wager that's the case. If I can't find anything magically, I'd wager that they got out through some sort of other secret means.
Oh, that reminds me. Do we have any decor? Garrus will turn to Amari and go, is there any sort of decorum that we should be aware of? Like, I do not want to make a social faux pas.
That's a good question. And I can't say that I've ever had dinner with my dad before, so I don't
Or
quite
been to the
know.
hells, really?
Yeah, really? This is I'm sure Amari has asked our favorite Hell's servant many questions. Whether or not he was lying to her about what social protocol was, I leave up to you, but
Let
I'm
me
sure
get
she's
a
asked him.
society roll.
Okay.
With an 18, from what you
Incredible.
were told, the hells are a place of organized chaos. You're meant to behave in a very neat and calm manner. You know, use silverware, forks, and knives, not pick things up and eat them with your fingers. But beyond that, there's nothing that you were explicitly told about how to behave at a dinner such as this in the hells.
We use silverware, and that's about it.
Basically, just don't be barbaric.
Wait, are you saying something about my...
That's different from dinner with my parents. We had silverware banned from our home simply because my mother would stab my father with them.
Oh.
Mother's
No, it wasn't banned for any bad reason. They loved it. It's just, it was making the house a mess.
Ah.
I don't think we stab people with silverware. I will say I don't think that's what we use the silverware for.
I definitely think that there's somewhere here in the hells where people get stabbed with silverware. But, yes,
Fair.
I imagine at dinner that's not probably the case, unless we're eating some sort of live being.
Could we make it a tradition?
Yes.
I believe that'd be up to the lord of the place.
Yeah, we can ask.
Well, if the rest of us start doing it, surely he'll join in.
Like some sort of sick peer pressure.
The Lord of
Yeah,
Lords.
we'll peer pressure your dad.
Into
I
stabbing
think
people with
that's
silverware?
the opposite of our plan.
Well, who are we stabbing with the silverware?
I don't know, each other, I guess.
The Goliath.
Stab the Goliath. Points to Garros.
Before he has to participate in the runnings.
Time
Oh,
to
please don't let me
run, Garbo!
Of the Goliaths.
Run, Garros, run.
Maybe we should save that for another time when we're not trying to get within his good graces.
All right.
Oh, is there any information in particular that we need to get?
I can't think of anything.
I feel like the one thing aside from, visiting that we were coming down here to get has been stolen, so.
Oh, Dylan, hold up.
Hello.
I needed someone, I don't remember who, but someone told me that the Mars father would be able to help with the calamity stuff. Was that right?
I believe so.
Kind of look to Matthias. Oh, remember who said that? I don't remember.
Off the top of my head, there's been a lot of NPCs. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just know it happened. She kind of looks to Matthias. Oh, Matthias. I don't remember who, but I remember them being trustworthy. But they said that Amari's father might be able to help with the whole calamity stuff that we have going on, so might be a good thing to ask him about that.
Um,
Yeah, maybe.
and apparently he also knows my creator, so maybe I could get information about that.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I don't necessarily want to meet the man, but it would be nice to know who to avoid, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And of course, Amari should get as much time as she needs to bond with her father, because this is
Yeah.
a very special moment, and we are all so happy for you. And he gives Amari a big thumbs up.
Thank you.
After that, Fig quickly looks to the other kineticists. Oh, hey. What are you gonna do now?
She looks towards you. That is the question, isn't it? I'm not really sure. I guess I didn't think this far ahead. You see her eyes drift around. Where even are we?
Second layer of hell.
Hmm.
Do you have like maybe a family you should go to?
Not particularly.
What year was it when you got trapped?
She stops and tries to think. The year was 437 of the Arvlanian calendar, I believe.
Dylan?
Yes,
How long ago was that?
1200 years ago, give or take.
Is that before the dragons?
Before the dragons.
Oh. Oh, you're from before the dragon. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a,
Dragons? Why would you talk about
That's like-
dragons?
it's been about 12,000 years on all along since you gave them to her. Yeah.
Huh, she says, looking about. That would explain why everything feels so off and unfamiliar.
Well, this isn't Arvelon, this is the Hells.
Are they not one and the same?
No, Arvelon's eternally, like different plane, primordial plane. It's like above. Always rains.
You took that well, though, that news.
Yeah, usually people don't take that well when that
I
happens.
mean,
when
I could
stuff like that
feel
happens.
the passing of time. I knew a very long point had passed. I guess I
No, that sucks. That's
took
like
to
awful.
peace with it. It doesn't feel great, I will admit. And she stops, looking about. And your whole thing is you're fighting some sort of worm mummy?
That walks.
A worm mummy that walks, I see.
Well, the worm isn't the mummy. The worm is like several worms that stack on top of each other and make like a form.
And the mummy
Yeah.
is not part of this, or
No, he is.
No, he's definitely a part of it, but he's not the worm.
No.
are you
He's
sure?
just like a stepping stone.
He's like related.
Yeah.
Ah, like a boyfriend. I understand.
Maybe
The mummy
look, I don't
lord
know
is
their
the worm's
relationships.
boyfriend.
I don't judge.
There, that's between them.
I think.
We're gonna kill them either way.
I think if they're evil, you should be allowed to judge at least a little bit.
Well, judge their act. Well, maybe not judge their relationship, just that they're evil.
Garros raises his finger and goes, "Love is love."
Let's be clear.
You're
we are
blocking
not
you. I'm blocking Chris. He's done. He's out of this game.
Let's be clear. We're not killing them for any reason outside of them being evil and doing bad things. It has nothing to do with their relationship.
Man, 12,000 years ago was a different time.
She just looks between you all. Maybe the world has gotten more boring in the years since, but sure. We
Oh, surely
won't
not.
we won't judge the evil worm creature.
No, we'll judge him for other things.
Yeah, like killing people.
You lot are very confusing. Alright, well,
What do you want to judge him for?
she stops. Alright, point made. Anyway! Anyway. I suppose if you're all still in need of assistance, I would be happy to help you deal with your mummy lord problem? Solution? I'm still kind of lost. I blame it on just waking up.
Are you knowledgeable on mummy lords?
I've fought against them. I know that they hail from the abyss and that they are truly derelict entities. Plus, I'm reasonably sure that... You remember ye old large-winged monster man down there? Kind of just...
Yeah, that guy was pissed.
Killed your large friend here in one strike, man. I'm pretty sure he's going to be...
It was not a good time.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm pretty sure he's going to be making a comeback sooner rather than later, and your chances are a lot better if I'm here, at least at the moment.
Yeah, sure.
We do like company, you know.
Do you want like a moment to like sleep or wake up before like you have to answer any questions or do anything? I mean, you were 1,200 years a long time.
Are you going to go fight your mummy worm right now? I thought I heard something about dinner.
You know,
do
we're
I
gonna
have
dinner actually.
do
we're
I
gonna
have
have dinner first.
Do I have an invitation to dinner?
Do you want to come to dinner in the hell?
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
you got the king.
mean-
You got the king of this place out of hell. It'd be very rude for him not to
He
invite
does
you.
owe you. In fact, I think you deserve a parade.
what is a parade?
You guys didn't have. Surely you had parades back then.
Wait, everyone, time out.
Okay.
We must approach this conversation like you approach conversation with me. You see, she lived under pit for 12,000 years.
1,200.
1,200 years. I'm sorry, I'm no mathematician.
She looks at you, Matthias, and just
so-
mouths the words, "I'm lying," as Garrus is speaking. Obviously, she knows what a parade is, you fucking buffoon!
Matthias.
I'm sorry, he's so nice.
Matthias is not
Oh.
gonna correct it. Matthias
No?
lets it happen. Matthias just
So-
nods.
Yeah. So, do you like want to refresher on what happens until Arvalon since you got trapped, or are you good?
I mean, I'm certainly listening.
Oh, I think we need to find the concierge for her too to get her order.
Yeah. What?
So we should do that because we need to. You know what you want for dinner? Because they're preparing things.
Yeah, we can find him somewhere.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Yeah.
As you
He's just gonna
all-
start rambling about.
As you all move to exit the vault, while you saw Ataris walk out perfectly fine, Matthias, as you try to step out, you find a wall of force reject you back. Glowing magical runes. You could notice the handiwork of Solomon. While most of it
This
was for
fucking
show,
guy.
it does look. It does look like at some point these wards he placed were not all nonsense.
Is it like an anti-undeath or just an anti-Matthias rune? From what I can say.
As far as you can tell, it's definitely undead related. The runes don't seem like... Obviously it's magical, but they seem more divinely presented.
This fucking guy.
There's almost a radiant shine to them. Somewhere in his falling prison, Solomon laughs.
What happened?
Hey, Matthias goes to walk through again to demonstrate.
Matthias, as he walks
he's back
through,
here?
Matthias is flung back 30 feet into Tiny Fia.
It just fucking hurts, let me tell you that much, too.
He's gonna try to walk through.
Fia, as you try to walk through, you are unable to step through. You are flung back as well.
Oh, what the fuck?
Garrus, are you trying to step through?
No, I'm just making sure that they're okay.
Okay. I saw you
Step
move.
through.
Yeah, Jack steps through perfectly fine.
I was also making
Easy.
sure my
All
phone
right,
wasn't broken.
let's figure out who can't and can go through. Jack can go through.
Ari will try
Built
to do.
different.
Amari, you are able to go through as well.
I high five Jack.
Oh yeah.
I will say.
All right, Tristan next.
Well, I remember I left a while ago. Was I able to pass through it, Dylan?
Oh, yeah, he was. I forgot Tristan left.
Forgot he did too.
So,
Tristan hates us.
for
HP.
for a reference, just to save a little time of... Does Garrus try to walk through? Everybody but Matthias and Fia are able to walk through.
Damn, what did
Why am
Fia
I
do?
not able to?
This is
Calamity.
bullshit.
Is it because are the runes targeting Calamity? Can it
Maybe
maybe
so.
target that?
I can do whatever I want on the DM.
These are divine runes,
So
you
true.
see.
Hmm.
Perhaps they indicate our shared status as an enemy of the divines.
Am
That's
I
true
bad?
about you. I thought you were.
Not I mean, I'm just
Oh.
someone who's really unlucky. Well, makes a lot of
Well, you
money.
carried yourself as someone who hates the gods. My apologies.
I just never really found interest in them.
That's on me for assuming.
Oh, no, you're
Anyway,
fine.
let's see if I can get rid of this fucking thing.
Can I make a lore calamity check on the runes to see if they are anti-calamity?
Of course.
33.
With a 33, these radiant runes, while it does seem odd and misplaced, Solomon is the survivor of a grand calamity. It would make sense he would place wards to prevent such a thing from happening again.
It's true.
What denotes a calamity? Who can say? If we're being more explicit about it, these runes are meant to block things of undead and elemental nature.
How's Tristan able to walk through?
Tristan's not undead.
He's elemental.
True. Good question, isn't it?
But he is a dark. But it's because of his dark persona that allowed him through.
Yeah, he's just so fucked up and evil.
I will say, Tristan walked out before Solomon was imprisoned.
Oh.
But
He put in it was a Hail Mary barrier.
if I'm in
Why
prison,
not? Fuck you.
so's Matthias!
I went to bat for that guy.
I know. He didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he doesn't.
That's
This fucking prick.
That's crazy. It's also it blocks elemental in nature stuff as well. Why elemental?
Because he's an
I didn't do anything
asshole.
to him.
Let's see. Go. He's gonna cast Dispel Magic, 5th level. Try to counteract it.
Go
my
ahead.
scarab.
Oh no! The scarabs!
Yep.
Would you like to hero
That
point
is
that,
what
sir?
happens. Yeah, I don't want to use another 5th level spell slot before anything happens today.
That's fair.
But also, I want to eat those bandages, and I feel like I'm gonna need it.
You just wait to eat the bandages till after dinner, duh. Just stall
Yeah.
out dinner as long as you can.
I'm just gonna stall out dinner to be. What do we need? An hour and a half?
What if you just ate the bandages for dinner?
I wonder what's for dinner.
No.
Yes,
I will
concierge,
not
I would
reroll
like.
it. I'm
yeah,
gonna
Yes, concierge, I
gonna
would like
keep
some
the hero
bandages.
point. because I feel like I'm gonna need it later.
Alrighty. As you attempt to dispel it, it has no effect. The wards hang strong. An image of Edward Solomon's face appears on the wards. You hear, "Calamity be gone! Ha 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 ha!"
I genuinely hate this guy.
Hey, Dylan.
Yes,
So the room's just like on the wall.
the runes are in the doorway.
Let me check something. No, I don't have any way to dig. So how do we get through these? I mean, we could should we try
Well-
to just like break the door down?
We could try to teleport through it, or I could try to dispel it again. I don't know if you can teleport.
I don't think I can teleport. Hold up.
From
No.
character.
Yeah.
You said the runes are engraved on the door.
Yes.
Are they reachable?
They are.
Could I try to disrupt them, like physically?
I'll take an occultism check.
All right. Do I have anything I can add to this? Look at magic items. I love those. If only I could use my focus point, which I can only use for my psychic amp. No, nothing I can do. Wait, what does the conundrum spectacles do? No, they just let me read. All right, here we go. Occultism. Ha! Okay. It's a better roll.
With a 37. You manage to disrupt the runes just enough to not experience any blowback, as well as get it so that they flicker out. It will be an acrobatics or athletics check from both of you to run out as you do this. Obviously, you could let Fia know beforehand that you were doing this. It's not a super high DC, but you would have to roll to get out of the room.
As I would have let her know.
Cool.
And both of us probably go at the same time because be tiny.
Yeah.
So here we go. I'm not terrible at acrobatics.
It was a DC 25. Both of you make it out. Whoosh, as the wards begin to glow once more.
That guy's an asshole.
Yeah, very rude.
Yeah, he'll
Oh
have
my
to
God, did
take
we get
that
the
down.
lady out?
Yes.
Did the lady get out as well? Okay. Wait, was she able to? Okay, no.
Whoosh.
Sorry, she's a elemental, isn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kinesis. Yeah.
That would have been awkward.
Oh yeah, I know we just let you out of prison. Here's a new prison for you to live in.
We're gonna put that guy in permanent perma prison.
I think it's called murder.
No. He'll be alive.
Just suffering. Alright, let's go to dinner.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
find the waiter. What do you
we
want
need
to
to get
eat? 'Cause
changed?
we're gonna head to find him.
Wait, what'd you say, Garrus?
Do we need to get changed? We are like wearing like, I don't know.
Do we have? I don't think we have other.
Garros reaches into his bag of holding, pulls out a wizard cloak.
Oh, what the fuck? Did you get that?
I got it from the Lich Tower. Not the Lich Tower, the Wizard Tower. Remember when we were traveling through the Underdark?
Oh, I guess that's true, huh? Yeah, I mean, I guess you could wear that.
Garros drapes himself in a wizard's cloak.
As Garros dons himself in this fancy cloak, the concierge walks over and goes, "Yes, all of you have to change. You're not coming to dinner wearing whatever filth that all is. I love the cloak, my good sir. You look positively magical, like a very grand wizard.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
But you still need to remove all of your other less than clean clothing. That does not mean get naked either.
No, I know. Is there rooms that we should be escorted to, my friend?
He sighs very loudly. I'll just do everything then. Follow me.
I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on a
I do
minute.
not know where to go in this place that I've never been to before.
Our new companion also needs to put in her order for dinner.
What do you mean, new companion?
What?
New friend.
New friend. New friend, new friend.
He
No
looks
shit, new
over.
friend.
Oh, the cooks are going to have a field day. He looks towards the woman and goes, and what would you like to eat for dinner? She looks at him and says something very strange that would be all the rage 1,200 years ago. I don't know what. I'm not going to think of something stupid.
Grilled basking shark.
Yeah, something like that. Grilled shark. And then...
common 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I'm not paid to
Sharks
think.
don't
I'm
exist
not paid.
anymore.
I'm not paid to think. But then she explains this to him. He goes, but of course, anything to be difficult. And
Theo raises her hand.
he turns to look towards you. What now?
You say we need to get dressed in different clothes, but like, what if we don't have any other clothing?
Then clothing will be provided for you.
Do you have clothing my size?
He'll squint. Maybe we'll just put you in like a paper bag or something.
No, I can deal with my
What
own
if you
clothing.
get some regular clothing and then shrink it?
Doll size clothing.
Of course. Why didn't I think of it? Please, all of you just come this way. And if you all follow, he leads you up through 8 or 9 winding staircases towards where there are guest rooms. He explains that of the guest rooms, the majority of them are in use currently. So there's only one room left open that you all will have to share. However, as he opens it, he goes, except for you, as he looks towards Fia, because you have a special accommodation. As he opens the door to this guest room, he walks over to the closet, pulls open the closet door, and pulls out a very fancy-looking dollhouse and places it on the floor. Perfect for you.
Because you know I'm not doll size, right?
He looks at you. Shrink further.
Oh, I can't go tinier. This is like the limit. The magic takes me.
He looks and squints at you. Well, make yourself work.
Don't know.
It's a pretty nice dollhouse. Are you able to fit into it if you like squeeze a little bit? Probably.
I was gonna ask, am I able to make myself tinier? That's not permanent.
No.
Only way to make
Like,
myself tiny.
It has to be permanent. If
It would have to be permanent if you're doing it. I can't make your token any smaller.
Become smaller.
If I could make your token smaller, I would.
Wait, Dylan, if I were to cast enlarge on the thing, would that make it bigger?
Yes, it would actually. It would make it pretty accurately sized, I guess, for you.
Cool. I'm gonna make it accurate. I'm gonna make it accurately sized.
Okay.
Casually burn a second level spell.
I don't use them.
Do you walk into the dollhouse?
I walk into the dollhouse.
You have a claps his hands together. Easy as pie. You'll all find in the closet of the bedroom there is clothes enough to fit all of you, I'm sure. Try not to rip them. Remember, no barbaric acts. And I will see you for dinner in about 2 hours. And he walks away, leaving you all in this very nice guest room. It's like a pretty large penthouse suite. It's very nice everything.
Is there clothes that fits my ginormous body?
Yeah.
There's clothes that are wider than it is tall.
It's like they knew you would be here, buddy.
Damn.
Are you wider than you are tall?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think
I
that's.
thought you were taller than you are wide.
Oh yeah. Garrus is. That's why he's a failed one.
Yeah.
He's taller than he is wide.
But I'm already in a suit.
Yes. Oh wait. How are we supposed to get changed? There is not really much space here, no.
Just like go to the bathroom. So, Tristan, your suit is probably filthy. Get a new one.
I have it clean.
There is so much blood all over you, both your own and of your victims.
Who are his victims? What the heck?
I mean, we all have victims.
True, we all are victims. I would say, Tristan, as if you were to look in the cabinet, you would find a very nice suit streaked with shadow. It isn't magical in that, like, it's an item you have to invest in, but it is magically enchanted to always look its best.
I take.
Is there things like that for all of us?
No.
Jacket of new mask?
No, weirdly enough, there's only this magical suit for Tristan.
That's fucked up.
It's a little fucked up.
Maybe it's cursed in some way. Be optimistic.
Wow.
Tristan puts it on and starts strangling him.
Yeah. It's a suit of strangulation.
Just the background grabbing out his neck.
What's the clothes for Garros look like?
Whatever you would like them to, bud.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, what do the clothes for Jack look like?
Matt Mercer would have just.
Garros, as you look in the closet, you find a very rough and tough looking suit. Looks like it would belong to someone in a biker gang in the 80s. Covered in spikes, little skull attire all over it. It looks very pog. And as you look at it, you want to wear it.
The fuck did I just come back to here?
I'm not Matt Mercer enough for Chris, is what you came back to.
What? I'm gonna wear my wizard robe.
I'm not Matt Mercer enough for Chris.
Chris would never say that.
It's literally
Who's
caught on
fucking with you,
stream.
Dylan?
I know!
He bellows like a mighty beast.
Fellows like the Forge.
He bellows like Yormunga, the world serpent.
What is wrong with you? What the fuck? What did I do to deserve this?
You became friends with Chris.
You let us
Yeah.
fester.
You didn't watch Critical Role season
Yeah.
3.
That was really your downfall.
You should watch it.
I'm gonna pull Pepper's out.
So what's everyone else's suits or dresses?
Yeah, what do I look
So-
like?
Amari is looking for whatever she thinks his other children might wear.
I will say, as you are looking, Amari, you would find in the cabinet what looks like a painting hidden away. Looks like it was left here by accident of a Taurus and his other children, all full demons. They wear very business casual suits, looking very, very unhappy in the painting. As you could tell, Atara seems to be a stickler for the old ways, the rules, and setting this sort of example. So that even his daughters are wearing full suits and ties, and the family does not look particularly happy in this painting. Perhaps that's why it's hidden away.
They have parents, but okay.
Damn.
I'll try to copy that and not look too bummed out that he has children that aren't me.
Nice.
But, yes, all of you would be able to find very nice pieces of clothing to wear that would surely fit your fancy. Except for Fia. Fia gets doll clothing. It's kind of plastic, a little gross.
Fia comes. Yeah, I know what Fia's wearing. Fia comes walking out the dollhouse with a suit that looks like a dress that's just made out of wood.
Did you make Mia?
Yeah, I made my own stuff. It's all plastic stuff.
Theo, I think we have not addressed that. We should probably find a way to make you normal sized eventually.
I don't think there is a way. I think whatever gods are out there are looking down at us right now are making sure that I'm this size. Someone finds it half funny.
I hope that someone who finds it funny is very, very amused by the idea of you being tiny. Anyway.
Jack, what are you wearing?
Do you
I
take the mask
trying to
off?
look up.
A
No,
new
absolutely. That
mask
stays.
best
The mask
for
stays
Jack.
on during dinner. But I can kind of picture it, but I just don't know the clothes words for it, so I'm trying to look it up. Well, the closest I can get is probably it's like some sort of like suit, like formal vest, kind of like a like a brown overcoat and like a yellow ascot, but still the mascot.
Got you.
What are you wearing, Matthias?
Thias is rocking that used car salesman slash sleazy lawyer
I love that. That's great.
That's so sick.
where he looks like he's probably gonna rip you off either way, or he's gonna be the best lawyer you've ever had. Like Saul Goodman like case. I don't know.
Garros, as everybody is changing, can I get a perception check?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, my computer's slow today.
I looked up something and I was like, oh, that kind of looks like it. And the description says steampunk ascot and vest.
With a 26, you could see what looks like a head mounted on the wall, that of a large goat. As your eyes lock onto it, its mouth opens. Why? Hello there, Garros. My failed replicant. You don't much look like me. As the head on the wall talking to you looks like this.
Can anyone else hear this, or is it just me?
They are all distracted putting clothes on. You already have your wizard robe on.
Oh, true. How high up is it?
It is about... So the ceilings would probably be about like 20-foot ceilings. It's maybe about 15 feet up, so it's pretty high up. Almost looking down at you.
You know it is not polite to look at people while they change. You freak.
But we have the same body. If anything, I'm making sure that all of your pieces are put in the same places.
That is not how that works.
Are we not a replicant of one another?
You are not God King.
Ah, but I am a goat, and I am most certainly a king. Is it like
You are not for us.
Foros, the name of the goat king? You say I am not him, then how could I be here speaking to you? You notice
You have
as the
some sort of
thing's
trick.
you notice as the thing's mouth moves, you could see strings inside of its mouth, like someone operating it like a puppet. Ah, a trick, but is it a trick of the mind? A trick of the body? Or perhaps even a trick of the soul?
I follow where the strings are, like,
They seem to lead down into the wall itself. Looking at the wall, it does seem very thin. Very thin brick walls. Like if you were to take a fist and punch it, you would pop through it.
bro, how'd you know I was gonna do? Here, I was just gonna, like, shoulder check the wall.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
As you shoulder check through the wall, whoosh, breaking open a large chunk of it, you could see standing behind it a figure that you would know well. Perhaps too well by this point. As you would see, this man. He is holding strings into the goat's head. Looks at you. Narrows his eyes. Come on, it was funny.
Get out of this room now.
What? Are you going to go all Goat King on me?
Imari, get your little peasant out of here.
The demon man looks towards you, Garrus. And as he walks away, you hear him go, I'm going to tell your creator you're here. Mouthing those words at you.
Does Amari hear that? That he said that, or
No,
see that?
he's mouthing the words at Garrus. He's not speaking them aloud.
Okay, so Amari didn't catch one of that.
He is going to cause problems. But I do not think we can act upon him, for he is a member of the court, no.
Member of the court, but also he can't really say no to me or my father. So we'll see how the night goes, but I don't think he can be too big of a problem.
I don't even think I interacted with him at all. I don't understand why he hates me.
No, he did deliver the letter that said that we should wait till we get here because your, your person was here. So I don't know. That is suspicious that he seems to be working for both sides.
Maybe he's trying to blackmail me.
You tried paying him? That usually works with blackmailers. When I blackmail people, then they pay me, I usually stop.
I usually stop.
I don't know. He didn't ask me for any money yet.
It's a good question to ask him next time you see him. How much does it cost to get you to stop?
Maybe he just has no one else he can fuck with here, and he just picked you because you're the only one he could possibly get something on.
True.
I don't appreciate that, but I understand it, I guess.
No, I mean it's fucked up. I just think he's miserable and hates everybody, so he's doing something to the only person he can, which is you.
That's a common theme with people in the hells that I've seen.
Yeah, people need to lighten up down here.
So, dinner?
Ready for dinner?
Oh yeah.
Oh, do we still have the bag of holding?
Yes.
Can you put the dollhouse in the bag of holding?
Garrus very gently
You
places
gonna
it down.
steal it?
They're not going to use it.
You're putting the dollhouse where?
Was it
Back
like a
in
nice
Holden.
dollhouse?
That was decent.
Listen, if it feel would like a dollhouse feel, we'll get a dollhouse.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Garrus walks over to the bed, like, it's a guest room, right?
Yes.
Dylan?
Yes.
I
correct.
start putting pillows in the bag holding.
What the fuck?
Like stealing,
Guys.
stealing pillows from a hotel after you stay there.
Yeah.
Get the shampoos.
I think my father really prides himself on his guest amenities. I don't think we should take them. I think
He's taking
He's
the
richer than
pillows.
us. I'm sure he could replace them.
yes, but also then what will he think of me?
Oh, Garrus will take the pillows out of the bag of holding.
I'm sure.
Thank you,
Frankly, he's the
Joe.
king. He's a king of hell. If he wasn't anything but proud of his daughter for practicing
Well, Garrus raises
smart
his
stealing,
hand.
it would be upsetting, frankly.
Yes, Garrus.
Not to be a Debbie Downer, but he is not the king of hell. He's a king of these.
I said our king of hell.
Oh, sorry.
A king.
Sorry, I was hit in the head really hard last fight. It's hard for me to hear.
That's okay.
Oh,
Did
don't
you see
worry, I'll
that
check you
fucking
out.
guy?
Nah, he one-shot you. It was crazy.
I don't know. I don't even remember last time somebody could do that. It was crazy.
I think if Jack was hit by that, he would just die on the spot.
Well, don't. There's no need to bring Jack into that. You know?
Nah, I'd win.
Yes, Jack is built differently.
Jack was the one who caused him to flee.
Yeah, like that's
Really?
kind of
Scared of me.
it was kind of yeah, it was kind of a
That
scary
was an
chance.
amazing thing you did.
Hey, thanks. You know,
Hopefully, you can do it again next time.
not many people compliment what I do, and more should. That's kind of my thought.
This is Jack. I found a gif of him.
Fair enough.
So true.
Nah, I'd win. Yeah, that's me doing my secret alchemist jujitsu techniques.
It's
They
my
teach
time
you
to
in
shine.
alchemist school.
No magic, only science.
Yeah, I learned this kung fu on the streets of Vistos.
All right, let's go to dinner. Does Jack have multiple masks, or does he only have one that just smells really bad?
Oh, just the one. Masks over here.
My man. What am I, the bourgeoisie?
What is he, the mask salesman?
What I look like, some guy that
You
sells
think
cursed
masks
masks.
grow on trees?
You think masks are made out of wood? You think Thea could just make him new masks every day?
Oh, is there anything we need to discuss as a party before we continue?
How many masks Jack needs?
Yes, if there's anything you want to discuss before going to dinner, I will say out of character. When dinner begins, a lot of things will happen. It'll be a little explosive after the start. So if you all have any discussions you want to make before heading into this next part.
Well,
Must be a big
I,
meal.
I do believe that,
A
despite
large
that
dinner.
warning, it was stated before that we would talk about the stuff with the bandages and Barnabas after. So
That's also fine.
I feel like despite warnings, I feel like
I'm
Matthias would stick to that.
Yeah, no, I'm saying after dinner stuff will be happening. You'll still have time to discuss stuff.
I understand.
But yes.
Think
Just to
real
not-
say, this is the one chance I have to earn my father's love. Let's be really cool and normal.
I will try to.
That's
best
asking a lot from this party.
I thought to
Yeah,
be
right?
like I want to be.
Talk.
I want to be fair to you, Amari, but I also want to state I don't think that that's a normal way of approaching the conversation.
I really appreciate the input from somebody with two parents on what's normal, but
Well,
this
to
is
be
the-
fair, they did kidnap me and murder my real parents.
Okay, fair point. Fair point.
I wouldn't
He
exactly call it a normal
he
situation.
has 4 parents, that means.
Yeah, even more than all of us.
Whoa.
Okay,
Master.
anybody with no parents or less than 4 parents have an opinion on how I'm approaching this?
I think you should just be yourself.
Oh no. Okay.
I agree with that. Yes, actually.
How many parents do you have, Tristan?
Yes.
That is
Wait,
a good question.
What the
Tristan, how
Do
fuck
you
does
not
that
know?
mean?
Not exactly.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're like an orphan. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry.
Tristan,
Uh,
did the king like take your parents away or something, and that was why you're so loyal to them?
Why would they be? Why would he be loyal if they?
Look, okay, look.
Black-
I don't know if I was like born into this or I was taken off the street. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't really care less.
Do you
Well, you
have
were probably
amnesia?
born either way because that's just how that works. But
I mean, not everyone was born.
Wait, Tristan, when is the earliest you remember?
Training. Well, quotation marks. Well, like education.
How old were you?
Probably would have began when you were like 5 or 6, Tristan.
Very, very young.
I would say the only memory you have before this was scavenging for food in the streets of Caltristos. Eating
I think-
moldy bread and
that's awesome.
dirt and
Living
rocks and toilet paper.
I do that at 26 years old
Parents.
with parents. Yeah.
Oh.
Maury, you know what I think? I think you should go in there and establish your authority as the strongest one in the room.
Or at least the strongest of his children, right? I
Yeah, and then to make him extra proud, overthrow him.
I do think he seems like a like-minded fellow with all the interactions we've had with him so far.
Yes, he does seem really, really like reasonable and respectable and awesome. And so yeah, well, we're gonna just be really cool and really normal. We got this. It's gonna go great, guys.
Yeah, surely nothing will happen during the meet during it. That
Oh,
will
okay, there it
chaos.
is.
Yeah.
I was waiting for someone to say it.
Look,
Jack,
something obvious is going to happen.
Jack readjusts his ascot. He says, "All right, let's do this."
All right, let's do this.
All right, break.
Alrighty.
Everyone, book it to the dining room.
Hurry!
Jack fucking scurries on all fours.
Limbs
So,
extending.
Just be on our just literal worst behavior for this.
Like a feral beast.
Alchemy has
Fucking
gone.
rabies.
Alchemy has gone too far.
Bro,
Actually,
no
there
way.
is- hold on, there is something.
Oh no!
Extend my. It makes me like angular or something.
What?
What?
Why would you need that?
Why wouldn't
Silver
you?
mutagen?
Why wouldn't you need that one?
Makes you angular?
Yeah, your features become thin and angular.
Why wouldn't you need that?
Why
Do you have
wouldn't
like
you
a
be
potion
Slenderman?
that turns you into a beast?
Ah, yeah, I still have some left over. Remember
That's
when I turned you into a dog?
Oh yeah, no, I meant like a
Like
a
cooler
creature of the
beast?
night.
No, I just got the dog one.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Well, it's technically random.
I turned
yeah.
into a bear. I didn't turn
You
into
were
a
bear.
dog.
Bear, not a dog. It's just like a big dog.
No bears at dinner tonight. Dinner tomorrow, sure. Dinner.
Do we know if he likes bears?
Maybe he'll find
Good
fun.
question. That's one of the hundreds of questions I asked the Hell Servant. Damn it. He should have put down does he like bears?
This fucking guy didn't answer anything that was useful.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As you all walk in, it's a very large dining room table. There's what looks like giant windows showing a fake sun that offers a bright crimson light to the room that seems almost natural. There's a piano in the corner, as you'd see this strange tiefling man is seated at it as he is playing a tune that's somber, but, well, seems it's the only song he knows. As you all enter, taking your seats, you can see despite there being many seats, there are only plates set out at the front for you all. As you all arrive, Ataris, standing up top over here near a fireplace. Looks down at you all. You all be kind of coming in from this room. I put you at the table, but you guys can be wherever you'd like. You'd be walking in, technically, so I'll put you right here. He looks over and goes, "Ah, hope you found the clothing and the like to your comfort. I did my best to make guesses as to what you all wear, and obviously sometimes easier said than done, but I tried to find things that you all would like." He looks over. "I really like the ascot there, Jack. It suits you really well."
Thank you.
Ha,
I
suit.
guess. I mean, is this how rich people dress? It's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, that kind of is.
Well, let's hope the food is good.
You ordered the food.
My bread!
And Ataris looks at you and goes, "I promise the servants are very good at what they do, and after dinner, I figured we could have a nice little round table sort of chat. Really get to know each other, talk about what's been going on. I could let my dear Amari know about why I sought her out, why I was so nigh on desperate to get her to come here. Oh, and..." He snaps his fingers as the shithead hell demon comes walking, stumbling in. It looks like someone or something put a large nail from his hand to his leg, pinning it. And he sort of hobbles in, looks over, goes, and he bows very low to the ground. "I am sorry for my transgressions against you all. I did not mean to be such a shithead."
Um,
Thank you for apologizing.
yes.
"I am totally apologizing of my own free will." As he looks towards Ataris. "All right, I apologized. Can you take this damn nail out?" And Ataris looks at him and goes, "I don't think I really felt the apology. Do it again." As the man starts crawling over towards you, Garros, he goes, "I kiss the very ground that you walk upon, O mighty barbarian. I am dreadfully sorry I dared to make a joke at your expense. Oh, please, would you forgive me?" As he's just kissing the dirt by your feet.
Okay, you are forgiven. Please just get up. I am being uncomfortable.
If you're lucky, Garros is not the forgiving sort.
The man nods and Sister stumbles away. Zataris nods. Good, good. Now that that business is out of the way, we can make a move on for dinner. Right this way, right this way. As he walks down the stairs, walks to the seat at the table at the very front of it. He goes, "The servants will be bringing out your meals shortly, but feel free to eat, drink, and be merry. This is a celebration. Yeva, play that song again." As you hear, Yeva grumbles, "Of course," as the somber music changes to a very happy, cheerful, like dinner music.
I'm happy. Don't look around, cause
Play that funky music, white boy.
Just modern music.
Yeah, just like modern.
No,
They just somehow play.
no.
Oh shit. They're playing the latest Drake versus what's his name beef.
Fucking not like us. Oh no.
Playing Not Like Us. At a dinner party.
Yeah, it's just really awkward.
trying to strike a chord.
Probably a minor.
But as music begins to play, as you all are offered seats at the table, Servants begin to walk out carrying large trays of food, placing them down for you all. There are large platters of bread, of birthday cake, and other assortments of strange nonsense that you all ordered as your favorite meals. It looks like the servants didn't know how many people would be here, so they baked like 15 cakes and food enough to feed a small army. As
You have a very impressive kitchen staff. This is incredible.
he nods, he goes, They aim to impress, and as do I. Now, what of your adventures thus far, my dear? I feel like time has been limited, but here we can relax and be joyful. How has life upon the not hells been treating you?
It's all things considered pretty good. Could be worse, you know. I mean, the rage virus has put a real dampener on the more finer parts of life, but
He nods, goes, I am glad you're enjoying it. I never was one much of a fan for the material plane, but I understand there is a sort of beauty to it, a niceness that is uniquely it. And your friends here, as he looks between everyone. You enjoy their company?
yes. I didn't think I would in the beginning, but no, they're actually really wonderful.
Good. Good friends are a grounding force when you need them most. I can see what you mean about worrying. That Tristan fellow seems a little seedy. Like some sort of officer of the law.
That is his one downside.
That does make a lot of sense. I mean, I've heard rumors about who he works for, his little organization. They reach all the way down here. They said they're pretty brutal. I'm surprised he would be willing to work with, well, anyone. I was told they were often sort of a solo act. But it matters little. And he taps the side of his glass. I would like to offer a toast, adventurers. A toast to all of you. For in the last 12 hours, not only have you saved me twice, but you've also done me the greatest deed, and brought my dear daughter here, and in one piece, so that we may reconnect, and a relationship that never was could be born. And he holds his glass out up into the air. To all of you, please toast with me.
Can I sniff the glass to smell if it's, like, poisoned?
I'll take a survival check.
Could I do
Could I use
medicine
my-
instead?
What's
I
up?
use my alchemical expertise.
Yes, you can.
Could I do nature instead? Nature or medicine?
Medicine I'll allow.
Oh, yeah.
Can I roll it as crafting?
Yes, crafting for you, Jack. Funny. Funny.
Please.
Twinsies!
Both of you would know it is not poison, it's just wine. And in Matthias' case, blood.
Now, just to make sure, this is unethically sourced blood.
He looks at you. But, of course.
You are a man of fine taste, I must say, sire.
Does ethically sourced blood taste different?
It tastes awful. You can't taste the fear.
Is that a thing you can do? Are you like an
Ask
emotional
Jack
vampire?
Yes. You totally can taste fear.
Garros will raise up his glass and be like, "And to you as well, our gracious host. We have not been accommodated like this in some time."
Yeah, since the God of War. It's been a while.
This
You,
is the
Second
only
party I've ever been to.
the only lair of hell that's ever accommodated me like this.
well, I try to make it as comfortable as it could be. And he offers a smile as the toast is made. So he drinks deeply from this goblet of wine. As all of you are eating, your food tastes spectacular. Despite it being the Hells, this food tastes better than anything you've had on the material plane. Certainly one of a kind. Even Garros, your birthday cake. It looks like someone made it with ice cream folded in between the cake parts.
What
What?
is ice cream?
I cannot. I cannot deny. But it is very good food for all of you. And as dinner unfolds, as you all are enjoying your time, Amari Ataris makes brief conversation with you. You could tell he wants to say something, but he seems to be waiting for after dinner when things have started to calm down. When reaching towards the tail end of the meal, there comes a knocking at the window-like doors over here. The Taurus, looking annoyed, looks towards Yeva. Goes, "Make yourself useful and go open the door, won't you?" You hear Yeva grumble. "Play the music. Open the door. Help the stupid, useless mortals. What don't I do? God, it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on and on and on." This grumbling continues as he walks over, pulls open the door, goes, "What the hell are you?" His words cut short as what looks like a inky black tendril stabs him in the side of the neck, and he falls unconscious to the floor, deeply asleep. You could hear him snoring.
I knew it.
Jack's eating bread like popcorn. He's really enthralled in this development.
Nothing ever goes right for us.
Dinner and show.
I said we had to be really cool and normal today. Nothing ever is cool and normal.
Oh, Amari, it is not our fault, at least this time.
I know. You're right. You guys have been great. Thank you.
So there might be something after us. It's probably something after us.
As you say that, you all would see a familiar figure standing in the doorway. Oh my god, why is the token not working? Give me a second. Sorry.
Jobin.
It's more game.
Dude,
I
it's
finally found you, friends. I came all the way to the Hells.
I hope we get to see him more before the game ends.
He got really lost.
Hello, friends.
It's been so long.
No, it is this figure from the Shadowfell.
So we talked to her.
She looks towards you all. Big smile on her face. Looks towards Fia. Hello there again, little one. As promised,
Oh, this is my fault.
I am here to speak again. Sorry about your friend here. I'm a little jumpy here in the Hells. As you can see behind her, hundreds of unconscious demons all pinged the same way.
Oh, this is my fault. Oh no. Wow. The consequences of my actions are really cool.
Unrelatable.
Um,
I suffer no consequences for my actions.
Hey lady, is there a certain thing you want from us, or?
She looks towards you and goes, "Well, you were the one who said you wanted to speak with me further. I caught a strange-looking fellow wearing a mask opening a door to the hells, and I couldn't resist. I thought, why not come visit my new friends?"
I'll be honest, that was mostly curiosity.
Well, as they say,
Curiosity.
curiosity killed the tiny cat.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I jest. I'm not looking to harm any of you. What's going on here? Are we having dinner? I love dinner. She starts walking up to the table.
I kind of look to Matthias. Matthias, why weren't we supposed to talk to this person?
Oh, fuck. Why weren't we? I'm trying to remember from that long ago.
It was just
Two
wasn't
weeks.
it the guy who said it?
It was our good friend,
The scroll creature.
the
Yeah.
scroll man, the scrollman who said to not speak to them. I think he just warned us of general danger.
Yeah.
I
It'd be a shame if someone.
might have written down exactly what he said. Give me a second.
Yeah. It'd be a shame if someone did exactly that.
I do not. I lied.
Yeah, I think he just warned of like some general danger, maybe.
Quickly to the VOD.
Yeah.
VOD gamers go.
Generally speaking, it was just about a danger about the priestess and an interaction
Jamie,
with
get
her.
on that.
No, she's just dangerous, to my knowledge.
I gotta start talking about apes. You gotta start talking about grizzly bears and shit.
So the grizzly bears.
What?
Look at the size of that guy's massive. Dylan, it's for people.
It's for the viewers.
Yeah, it's for the viewers at home.
You're just trying to
Or-
stall.
More of where that come from
Anyway,
next week.
she looks toward you. Goes, "I'm not here to cause any trouble, I promise. Just wanted to come and see what all the excitement was about."
I do believe this is a closed-off dinner, though.
"Ah, of course. And I don't have an invitation." She looks towards you, Fia. "How about this, dear? Choose a meeting spot for us in the near future, and I'll leave you to your very enjoyable dinner."
Huh. Like a specific meeting spot?
Of course, it could be a bedroom, a dollhouse. And she smiles, saying that last bit.
Have you been watching us?
That's quite an accusation to make.
Never mind. I'm gonna whisper to Garros. Hey, Garros, would it be alright if I just let her? Never mind. Actually, no. I know your answer.
Fair.
I was gonna see if I could just invite her to your home, but like, I know you wouldn't want that.
Yes. There's other
He-
places in this world.
Are there? It seems where everyone likes to fucking congregate. But she looks to her. Yeah, dollhouse is good if you can shrink yourself.
Sounds like a plan, my dear Fia. I will meet with you on the eve of the morrow. Likely before your showdown with the Gestalt. And she looks toward Tataris. Goes, and for my rude transgressions. She reaches into the pockets of her robe and places out a small wrapped present box. She looks towards Gyros, eating his birthday cake. "Happy birthday!" As she just walks away. walking back through the door. As she steps
Thank you.
through the doors, a blanket of shadow wraps around her, and she is gone.
What did I get myself into?
I told
Jack's
you not to
gonna
go.
Is that an actual question?
Jack's gonna turn to Amari's dad and be like, and say, you should punish that servant for letting that lady just walk in.
He looks at you and goes, "Truer words never spoken. My wait staff are certainly lacking lately."
Are they? I think the ice cream was really good.
The kitchen staff do great. Everyone else from my court mage to my advisors, they all seem kind of useless as of late.
I do want to say, I think that your employee is a court cleric, by the way, not a mage.
Cleric mage, there's not that much of a difference.
No, sure, I just wanted to make sure that that didn't offend you in any sort of...
He looks at you and nods, goes, no offense here.
He certainly has his uses, it seems like, not for putting up actual protective wards when they need to be put, but for, like, hitting things and blowing them up.
Can't clerics put up wards against certain creatures or something?
Yes, evidently they can, but only when he's doing it out of spite.
Yeah. Yeah. So, sorry about that, Mr.
You may call me
The last
Ataris.
Taurus. Yeah, sorry about that. That was,
it is quite all right. Part of being a king means you have to acknowledge interruptions every now and again, even if you don't want to. And believe you me, I never want to.
hopefully that's the last one.
Certainly sounds like you're jinxing it.
I'm not jinxing it, I'm just telling the truth.
We're really good at jinxing things.
We are the jinx.
He just nods. No, I'm sure it will be fine. And as the dinner rolls on, continuing, after multiple courses of food, of drink, of birthday cake,
Guys just get different flavors of birthday cake.
Oh yeah. It's like the first one's just regular vanilla frosting with slabs of ice cream between. Next it's red velvet, then rainbow cookie. It continues. They give him enough ice cream cake to fill a mountain.
Does he eat all of them?
That-
do you eat all of
That's
that?
up to Garrus.
I don't feel so good.
Just doesn't know how to stop.
no one ever told me about self-control.
Garrus, can I get a will save?
Will, would it be fortitude save to see?
No, brain freeze.
What?
It's ice cream. Garrus's brain is frozen. Ah!
That's Doom 5, I think, right?
That's doomed
Yeah, it just
5.
crumbles over.
Bye-bye, Garus. You're doomed 5.
Heroes.
But no, as Garrus eats a lot of ice cream and cake combination. Eventually, dinner winds down. Ataris mentions he's going to go collect something, a device that he calls a slideshow device, as he has something he would like to show, inform, and ask of Amari. But he welcomes you all to sit here by the fireplace and wait. He'll be gone maybe a few moments if you want to discuss things amongst yourselves. Feeling full, rejoiced, and happy. I will say, all of you gain 33 temporary hit points from your meal.
I'm gonna need that when I fall out the window.
I'm gonna need that when I push you out the window.
You drag me down with you.
He's just playing with the fire.
But as you all sit around on the couches, if you guys want to discuss anything before he returns, now would be the time. You all are technically alone.
So I feel like it's been a very long time since we got our last relic, and I'm not sure how our progress is going.
Well, you know how it is.
Well, we were supposed to get one here, weren't we?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't turn out well.
Well, now we just have to kill the Mummy Lord. So,
Ah, yes.
yeah. I mean, it might go quicker after this one. It might be like an exponential thing. Like,
Hopefully. The
Yeah.
I mean,
processing and devouring of these bandages should help, but I need to figure out how to do it.
we are also giving Miss Belovaz plenty of time to locate the next one.
yeah. True.
So, here we are in the house again. It is funny that we have ended up here twice, and we aren't even dead.
Well, I mean, is this the place where you go when you die?
Wasn't even bothered by imps this time.
No, it's we're bothered by other annoying people.
Where do you go when you die?
I don't know where I would go since I am just merely a reflection.
I mean, you have a soul.
But wouldn't your philosophy books have talked about what happens when you die?
They do discuss it, yes, but there is no concrete answer, you see. It is dependent upon, one's personal beliefs.
Wait, how? We have resurrection spells. Why don't we just resurrect someone and ask?
I would
You're
say,
so smart.
Seems like a waste.
at the very least, Thea, Matthias, Tristan, and Jack, you all would know it is a pretty clear place where you go when you die. It's well established in the world what happens.
That's not what he read in his book.
Yeah, I know.
Do you think any of those people are going to correct this?
Who is the author of the book?
Garrus.
I hope it's
In from the
Keg.
future?
Ani? No, but yes, I don't know. How are we certain that I have soul? You know?
It's a good
I
point.
mean-
We're not.
You do all the things everyone else does.
Soul?
I like them count for something.
I don't know. I am debating internally about it. But I am not trying to wrap myself up too much about it. I have a job to do. So, when we get out of here, we are going to find the Mummy Lord first thing.
Well, we're probably gonna find him before that, I'll be honest.
You think so?
He
He's
might
down-
still be in hell.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think we're coming closer to our confrontation with them.
Depending on his method of transportation, he may not have been able to teleport off the plane, and he might have had to transport somewhere within.
Mm-hmm. We might be able to get him here. Kill him here. That'd be nice. Then we could just come back to our one. It will immediately jump on the next one.
Talk to the man with the shadow hands, and then,
Yeah.
bang, boom. Wow, our life looks so easy now. All we have to do is kill this fucking Mummy Lord.
What are we doing with Dylan? Out of character. Do we know that What do we know about Cuss and the body Cuss inhabits?
Very
Do we know
little to
anything?
this point. Could be something worth looking into, but you know very, very little.
We might want to look more into Cuss and the. Do we know that it's Cuss's if like that's Cuss's original body, or would we know that it's not his original body? What do we know about that? Or do we not really know anything that way?
I'm thinking. I don't think you all would have any way to know if it is or isn't his original body. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. We might want to look more into Cuss and him. They're eventually gonna have to kill him, and we really want to figure out what his deal is.
Who's that?
Oh, that's the BBEG.
I'm sorry.
That's a bad guy. That's a bad guy. That's the worm.
What, like the worm? Oh,
Yeah, I think that's his. Yeah, that's his name.
I've just been calling him Worm this whole time.
Yeah, I mean it's all he deserves.
True. Let's not humanize him.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a worm.
Yeah, he is a. He is. I mean, is he human?
Not in my eyes.
Anyone else have anything to discuss?
Tristan,
Hmm?
do you have anything you would like to discuss with the party? You
Not
are the
particularly.
newest member. That used to be Matthias, but now you are the newest guy.
Who do you work for?
What?
I mean,
Who are you working for?
You
Like-
already know who I work for. You spoke to the king.
Do
the
you
way
get
she
paid?
was. Do you get paid?
Yes.
How much?
That's none of your business.
I'm just curious.
We're trying to form a union.
Yeah, because cop unions are great.
Right,
Alright.
they're the most effective union.
They are the most effective union, so
I am not a cop.
I don't know. My dad said you're a cop. You're a cop.
I helped you buy your gift.
Wait,
That is true.
so wait,
That's why that you're great in all ways except your profession.
yes. But yeah, I feel so you like work directly for the king, but you seem to be like really personable with the king, and also maybe they took you off street forcefully and turned you into a child soldier. Is that what I'm picking up on?
You might look like a child, first of all.
Oh,
You were a child.
are you? That's just being obtuse.
Look. You make it sound so malicious. It's really not.
It might be.
I don't believe eating trash counts as being malicious if you get taken off the street.
Just might be abducted. I don't know.
I mean,
you
it's
don't
always
think that there's anything malicious about taking underprivileged and less powerful peoples off the streets, offering them position, but giving that position to them simply by having them have to kill or fight for the country and die?
No, not all of us are fighters. You realize this, right?
Right, but you're all servants of the state. And you're servants of the state because you were born into impoverishment. And instead of uplifting you into something aside from that, they've basically made you tools of the state.
All we are saying, Tristan, is that
Hold on,
maybe
no.
we should think more about the intentions of your king.
Look. No, the majority of us can leave at any time.
The majority.
Those of us who take on responsibilities above a certain station, there's only very few ways out of that station.
Is that what you have done?
Yes. I've taken
How-
the station at my previous master.
And how do you get out?
The same way she went out.
What happened
Was
to
it death?
her?
No, she's very much alive.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm just making sure you're okay, bud.
My position can only hold one at a time. Essentially, we take on an apprentice to fulfill the role of them taking on mantle. And once the mantle passes, we're free to do what we wish. We can continue on and basically form a council with the king, or we can leave. We're not gonna. The king doesn't execute us for our knowledge.
I
No,
mean,
sure, but most people won't leave because you've been conditioned to loyalty by that.
Yeah.
Most, I would agree, yes, but my master, not necessarily. The final trial we had before I became who I am was to create a second life. And
Like
in
a
doing
baby?
no, a second. No,
Jesus.
I'm going to ignore you now. Tristan the Fairroom is not my name. It is a name I created for my second life. It just stuck after my mission was complete. I became the son of a nobleman and integrated myself with many of the guilds around the city.
Wait, so your final trial was to
Each
get rid of what you were and become a new person?
for my master, yes, that was my trial. They're all the same. That's how my master thought. It in
That's
doing
bad.
well.
Do you miss who you were?
What was that, Garros?
Do you miss who you were?
In that false life?
Wait, that
I
is the
thought
false
this was
life?
your false life.
No, the name just stuck.
What was your name before?
The name I took was Tristan Farum. The name just stuck with me.
What was your name before, Tristan?
Are you allowed to tell us?
It was
It's
They
Tristan
cannot hurt
Tigers.
you here.
We're
I
far
cast that
away.
name aside.
Why though?
I took up the name Grimmery. That is my name. Just as it was my master's name, and her master before her.
How many names have you had?
Only two.
Okay. So, what specifically is it that you and your master do and did?
We eliminated threats to the king.
Oh, assassins.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's very rare that the king gives us issues us orders directly.
But wait, weren't you yelling at us for killing people?
Innocent people, yes.
Wait. I don't think we killed anyone innocent.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think we've killed anyone
Allow me
innocent.
to rephrase that. Is killing willy-nilly.
Innocent
Yeah.
from his
Oh.
perspective.
Oh, so
We
you
didn't
need
kill
to,
willy-nilly either.
you
No,
just need to,
I backed up the innocent part and just moved on to willy-nilly.
so if the king told us to kill everyone that we killed, that would be okay.
Okay, let me to rephrase this. I'm used to taking out Pacific people, and that's it.
Willy-nilly.
No, on orders.
Exactly.
Oh, when we kill people outside of the jurisdiction of the king.
Yes, that's when I get.
So willy nilly?
From me, it feels that way. I understand the reasons and the context. It's just hard.
It is called free will, Tristan.
I'm aware of free will, Garros. I have it. I can refuse.
Have you?
Yes.
Have you?
No.
Bro, this Tristan guy's a liar.
They don't need to know that, Dylan.
I know, I'm just poking fun. You can ignore me.
I don't know, Tristan. You seem really good at self-reflection. This shows a lot of self-reflection, and I like that for you.
We go back on the first topic. Thank you. We go back at the first topic. The reason my master had that as my final mission, me and the other ones we killed, is so we wouldn't be dependent in this life if we choose to leave it.
Right, but it's all part of the grander illusion of the choice being there.
Not necessarily.
If you give an orphan a full belly and food, drink, clothes, a house to live in, warm clothes, and education, and then you offer it the chance to not have any of those things anymore, then, I mean, it's not really a choice, is it?
It is a choice when you kind of prefer it to this life. The reason the others failed is because they completely and utterly refused the separate life. Like the Garrus, the free will to choose that. They didn't want it at all. I kind of do. I enjoyed being a clerk at a guild. It was fun. I enjoyed that life.
And yet here you are.
Because it is my duty until I pass the name on.
Right? Who are you picking?
I have not reached that point in my journey.
I think it should be Garros.
It would be none of you. I'll tell you that right now.
Garrus would be so good at it. Look at him.
Garrus gives a big smile.
That winning smile.
He's just happy to be acknowledged.
When the time comes, I will go back to the city, and like my master before me, choose the best and brightest of the bunch that I personally think will work. And then I'll give them my tests. And whoever passes will be trained until I feel they're ready to pass the name on.
Will
Until-
also be children from the street.
Not necessarily. I know I was, but some of them will born into it, and some join willingly from the military and the police.
Hmm.
Only those that can keep their mouths shut. In the grand scheme of things.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you loyal to the king or to the
100%.
city?
The city... My duty is not to the city itself, but to the king and our people.
So
But
if,
you
like,
don't receive orders directly from the king, usually.
It's very rare.
there
How
is no
could you
war
state
in
with-
passing, say.
How could you state with certainty, then, that your loyalty lies to the king if you don't even know that all of your actions were done to benefit them?
We're breaking this poor man's
Shut the fuck... Josh. Okay. Look.
I have no doubt you know that politics are a very confusing thing.
Yes.
And very powerful people often have very different opinions from those who claim to hold the power.
Like I said, when my master gave up her name, she joined the council that basically supports the king in the shadows. They give us the missions. They are verified through the king before they come to us. I do not directly get missions, very rarely.
This reminds me of when I was under the mountain and the homunculuses would come into my room and tell me to lift the boulders, though I knew it was the decision of my creator.
I don't know how to respond to this.
I don't know.
Me neither.
Like apt analogy.
Well, Tristan, I hope you know we only question because we care about you, you crazy little guy.
I don't really get that feeling from everyone in the party just saying. He's still nodding at nothing.
Well,
Yeah, there's like not even a point being made, but Jack is still like nodding with his hand.
He's on his own head.
He's thinking about like, how the fuck do those birds get in those bottles?
Those fucking birds.
Man, this is such a nice place.
I wish I was in a bottle. That'd be cool.
I want the
Can we-
bottle myself.
Can we throw
could
Fia
put
at
Jack-
people?
We put
Can we
Fia.
bottle Fia?
Wait, we
If you
bottle
put
Fia
Fia
and
in
make
a
her
bottle and
potion.
throw it, would she get large like the T-Rex?
If we pickle Fia, could she live forever?
Pickle Fia.
We're degenerate. We're getting worse.
We are.
We're losing the plot.
Every week we genuinely do just get worse.
The brain rot just spreads.
The worms.
It's the rage virus.
This is the rage virus. This is the actual rage virus. Fuck.
Yeah.
IRL rage
Disappeared
virus.
now.
It's fine. Tristan doesn't have the rage virus.
Oh, neither does Jack.
Tristan's just the art
Yeah,
of,
neither does
of an
Garros.
authoritarian regime.
Literally a fucking Sith Lord. You don't even realize
He
that.
is cooler than a cop, evidently, because cops don't do any of that shit. Cops just sort of bumble about.
He's literally the secret police from
He's the fucking-
season 2 of Avatar.
It's true. He's the fucking Dai Li.
Dai Li.
Bro, it's the Dai Li.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Bro's serving my guy Long Feng. That's awesome, actually.
That was pretty nuts.
I know Tristan's not a cop. I'm on his side.
Okay, it's the secret police. I love our psychoanalyze. I love our little moments where we psychoanalyze Tristan.
We got him. He's the new guy. We
I
gotta
feel
make sure
like I
he's.
do this thing too much in Dylan's game, where I have a character who just spouts like real world like manipulation or political tactics verbatim.
Your analysis of what is functionally how the U.S. runs its military system.
Yeah, just like I'm just like, do I do this too much? Because I feel like I do it on every character I play, basically.
It's really funny.
What are you talking about, Hannah? The military runs so poorly.
Okay, yeah, but it is also they put the poor bodies in as fodder.
But that's what they do.
Which is
They give you
what
the
the
food.
guys
They
is
give you
saying.
the clothing. Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I think Tristan handled that really well. That was some really great responses to Matthias being like, you're part of a war machine, right?
Yeah.
Well, Tristan, if that's truly what you want, I respect anyone who takes their life by the reins and commands it to be what they want it to be. I only bring it up because I often see people who are into this life who are simply in it because they were born into it or brought into it. But hey, man, if that's what you want, fair enough. I can't judge you. I do worse shit all the time. Or did.
You still do.
No, I'm pretty tame now.
Yeah.
This is tame.
I don't hurt people that don't deserve it.
You just threw your friend into a... Never mind, I wasn't there for that.
My friend.
I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, that's fair. Not his friend too, by the way. His nemesis.
No, it's his best friend.
They're buddies.
Only true friends will fight that much.
You make a good point, honestly.
Hey Dylan, how fire resistant is this brick?
What's up?
How
What?
fire resistant is this brick that's like the fireplace?
Very, we'll say. It's a fireplace.
Okay. Cool. Throughout this whole time, all Fia's been doing is just making the fire grow bigger and bigger.
The fire is larger than Fia.
So, what now that we're done psychoanalyzing Tristan?
I
Do we need
appreciate
to-
it so much.
Did you do anything else?
I don't think so. Amari, how
Is
do you
there-
feel about meeting your father and having dinner?
It was good. It was good. Do you think he likes me?
I think so.
Hard to tell.
It is hard to tell, isn't it? I gotta try harder. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dylan, is there anything on this little shelf down here?
As you are looking, there does seem to be, excuse me, an array of strange vials and books. The vials are in a nice little glass case, like there's something put on display.
Yoink. No, first Jack is gonna just grab some of the books, just in pile, and head over to the big fireplace Fia's making and just start tossing some books in.
No. What are you doing?
What? He's got plenty.
Okay, but maybe those are important. They're in the nice room, and I don't know how wealthy people arrange their house, but maybe they put the good books in the nice room.
Well, if he cared about these books, he wouldn't put them in such a public place. Toss another
Like,
book in.
his personal dining room's not that public.
I mean, if you put it in a place where guests can reach it, it must not be that important. Toss another book in.
Try to grab these books out of the air as this is happening.
Oh, you almost got it. You almost got it.
No.
Oh. 3-pointer.
All because Fia made a giant fire that it can just go over Mari's head.
It's intoxicating. I have to throw something into the fire.
You want to throw something into the fire?
Yeah, the books.
Okay.
Amari is
God.
trying to stop it.
With Fia raising the flames, the books are eaten by the fire very quickly.
Oh my god.
There's probably. I imagine the flames are probably going up and down with her breathing.
That was satisfying.
Excuse me.
Jack's gonna walk away now. All satisfied.
Did we have a moment of downtime, Dylan? I want to reach into my shadow and pull out that strange metal I got like a million years ago in that pit.
Remind me where you got it?
From the pit with Timothy, I think his name is, the creature that Jack befriended.
Hey, my guy.
Okay. As you pull out this strange metal and look to examine it, I will take a...
Hug.
This is the question. Nature check? You have no nature. I won't do that to you.
None.
I'll allow occultism.
Yay.
That's a good roll.
Surprisingly.
Right? That's what I said. As you are examining this strange metal, it is lightweight to the touch and seems very malleable. As you hold it in between your fingertips, you could feel your kinetic energy drawn towards it. Almost like a pulsing pull grabbing at you. You're not sure what this is, because 29 is not enough to make it, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it certainly seems very mystical and very, very rare to the world.
I'm just gonna fiddle with it as we lounge.
As you do so, you are fiddling with it, as books are burned, as fire is raised, and so on and so forth. After about 30 minutes or so, Ataris returns. He is carrying in his hands a very large-looking device that almost seems like a projector. So he walks over, places it on the table, grabs a large crystal, and places the crystal into a slot on the device. With a low hum of magic, the device begins to boot up, coming to life. as the light glows, he looks towards you all and goes, I apologize about the wait. Haven't used this device very often, and was a little difficult to find. But, of course, find it I did. Find it I did. And he looks towards you all with a smile. He goes, here you will see why Amari's return is so almost of drastic importance. And you will get an idea of why I have labored so much so for it to happen. As he slots the crystal in, a slideshow begins to play out. It looks like a combination of memories ripped forth from many different subjects, fused together almost like, well, a show. You could see the same figures from the painting that you found in the bedroom. All of them far more happier, not wearing these strange suits that are kind of uncomfortable. But each of them, you could see in this image, they're talking to Ataris. You don't hear anything said, but reading lips, they seem very unhappy. They're asking to go to the material plane, it seems, to escape the hells at least for a day trip. That they heard they have a half-sibling up there by the name of Amari that they want to visit. Eventually, after much in the way of disagreements, Ataris relents. The vision changes. They are welcomed to the surface world with a squadron of 20 elite soldiers. Soldiers who blend into the darkness to prevent anything from happening. A precaution. The next slide. The 20 soldiers have been reduced to one. A single demonic warrior clutching a great axe. He is trembling, sweat pouring down his brow as he attempts to hold a line as heavily armored figures that you all would recognize as Inquisitors march down. Wordlessly, he is slain as he sees Ataris' other children, 4 of them, of varying ages, placed into cages. The next image, a memory of one of these Inquisitors. He has the children, well, I say children, they're not children like little kids. Some are. But the memory of this Inquisitor is rattling at a cage, telling the prisoners that if they keep up the ruckus, they'll start deboning them. The image continues, a slideshow, with the same Inquisitor arriving in the hells and telling Ataris he has 2 choices. 1, he surrenders his control of the hells, of this second layer, to the Inquisition. That he removes himself and his army from the hells and makes as if they were never here, letting the Inquisition have a new vantage point, away from the material plane, where none can stop their strange and otherworldly creations. Or everyone he knows and cares about will die. From what you could see, this memory seems to be a couple of weeks old. They are told that you could see in this memory, he was given 1 month to make a decision. 1 month ends about a week from today. And Ataris looks to you all as the memories end. This isn't going to sound easy. And it might even sound alien to those of you who aren't used to this type of world. The Hells aren't your everyday place. It's not the prime material plane, of course. But he looks towards you, Amari. I have a request for you. I would seek you to become my heir. The others are taken. They have little to no chance, if even that. I am not one to bargain with terrorists. I am not one to bargain with the Inquisition. I understand on the material plane they have caused nothing but chaos. Excuse me. That they may indeed be the source of the rage virus. I understand this and more. But children come and go. My children never cared much for me, and their feelings were not lost. Did I make mistakes? Almost certainly. But we all make mistakes. We all grow as people when we do. I would have you take their place and become a true princess of the Hells. If, of course, you would like to. As he reaches into his pocket and pulls out what looks like a tiara.
It would be my honor to train under you and do what I can to help you.
I'd hoped you would say so. You trust them, all of them, right?
My friends?
You nods.
Or yes. Looks at Jack. Yes.
Jack gives a thumbs up.
Then I will let you in on my little plan, O daughter, O heir of mine. It is clear to this point that the Hells are due for a restructuring. I have met with two powerful individuals just a day prior, when you were out and about in your world, stopping your little terrorist gang or what have you of Awakeners. And these two individuals have sparked an idea. Why should we be content with the second level of the Hells when we could take the first? I've heard on good authority Satanos will be gone for a very long while. If ever there were time to build up our forces and strike, to subjugate Selen down to the second level, and rise to the ruler of the firsts, well, now precisely is not the time, but it is quickly approaching of that I am certain. And as my daughter, as my heir, you would be my right hand. And your friends here, as he looks between all of you, I understand there is a grandiose quest, some sort of worm that walks. But once that is solved, I would offer you all positions amidst my court, as of nobility, of royalty, advisors to the crown of hell. You would find this place far more comfortable than your material plane. None would look down on you. None would banish you to the mountains and make you lift boulders. No homunculi would dare torment you. No longer would you be forced to scrape shit from the walls and eat it. No longer would you be forced to run from your calamities. Instead, you would be welcome to create more of them, to rain them down upon our enemies. There is a greatness in the hells just waiting to be claimed. And to all of you, when your quest is done and your worm is slain, I offer you the chance at greatness.
Who did you meet?
Excuse me?
You said you met with 2 people. Who were they?
2 strange fellows. A tiefling man and another elven man who wore the skull of a dragon atop his head. They gave me no names, but I asked not for them.
I only have one concern, even though it is a very generous offer. I have been told many times that a person closely attached to my relations has come visited here and dined at their table. I could not. I appreciate the offer, but I could not, in good conscience, ally myself with somebody who is friends with that being.
You talk like the being, as you use air quotes, is the problem.
What do you mean?
What do you even remember about your creator?
I told you
I'm sorry, I'm
he
sneezing.
would come in. He would appear before my room and berate me for not being strong enough. I would be forced to carry boulders up and down in the pure darkness of underneath the mountain.
But did that not make you stronger? Did that not make you rise to the occasion?
No person should be treated like that.
Is it not survival of the fittest, Garros? He made you fit.
But it was not under my own volition. He had robbed me of a childhood and of a happy life. I could never forgive that man. Or beast or thing. And I would appreciate you not trying to convince me otherwise. Otherwise, my impression of you will worsen even more.
He looks at you. Goes, understood. You're not a fan. I would say your complaints are a little misplaced. You say you were kept from a childhood. But did you not say just earlier today that you don't believe you possess a soul?
That was a private conversation.
Yes. And I am not one for eavesdropping, but a certain lackey was quick to rant about you and your struggles. I bring them up not to use as ammunition against you, but I'm simply saying, if you have free will, you have a soul. And with free will, you can choose both to help in this and not be like your creator.
I don't see how that doesn't make me like him. And I will repeat again, I would rather you don't bring him up again.
All right.
I've made my decision.
I'm sure you did. Point made. I won't bring it up again. But the option is there. I understand. It's a big, lofty quest. I understand many forces are likely vying for your allegiance. I understand soon a grand war is to strike across Arvlon. When this war does approach, and when choices must be made, no matter how difficult, all I ask is you remember the good times. That I welcomed you here. The comfort and the kindness.
Is that all this has been? Is that why you've been treating us so nicely? Just to get us on your side, get all of us on your side in this war that you're trying to do?
He looks at you and nods. It's a game of politics. Did you think you were immune to it by not being a servant of the Hells?
Do you even care about Amari?
Nods. Of course I care about Amari. I don't
But didn't you
particularly
just say
care
that
about
you-
the rest of you. You all are just means to an end.
I thought you said you didn't like. I didn't say you didn't say you. I thought you said you didn't care about your children.
The ones that I raised, correct. I explained I made mistakes in raising them. I acknowledge this. I understand this. I was not perfect. That does not mean he stops. Look, I'm not a model parent. I barely know what it means to be a parent. I'm a demon for God's sakes. I'm doing my best. It is in my nature. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what? If my other plans don't work out, I'd be happy to join you down here.
As you say this, Jack, you hear a voice in the back of your head. Lying to a demon lord, are we? Ballsy today.
Hey, future's not set in stone, I think to myself.
As you
Who knows? Maybe it could be the truth.
think to yourself, you hear, and here, I thought you'd never tell the truth. If you say so. And you just hear laughter like it's some kind of game.
Jack makes no indication because he's probably smiling and you can't see that.
I won't help you try to conquer another lair. And the whole raining calamity down on things. Not something I want to do.
Again, I'm not saying you have to make your choice now. I'm just saying it's something out there in the world.
Well, I'm sorry to say I don't think I have the ambition to be a ruler of the Hells or anything like that. Whether it be, by your side after conquering or not. But maybe you're right. If you don't make the decision right now, things can change.
He nods. Again, just something to think about. You don't need to make up your mind now.
Well, my mind is made up. This is whatever you need.
And Ataris looks towards you and smiles. This is what I like to hear. But enough of this conversation, enough of this madness. I truly do wish you all to have a good time here in the Hells. And as further proof of that, I went and borrowed a magician from a neighboring level of the Hells. He does air quotes as he says borrow. Who hopefully may be able to get a lead on both your mummy lord and my stolen belongings. As he clears his throat, a strange figure is wheeled in. The figure is bound and gagged. Certainly looks borrowed, as it were. The figure looks like this. 1 second. The figure looks like this. Just, of course, bound and gagged.
Do they seem like an awakener or something?
No, they don't look like an awakener. But they definitely don't seem like a demon.
Are you gonna like ungag them and stuff?
He looks at you and goes, I was planning to leave that to you all. I'm not one for much torture, but they are
Where's the trust then?
They are
Why
a
you-
skilled magician.
Why would we need to torture them?
Why did I need to borrow them? He does air quotes again.
Are they like a gestalt? Are they working with the gestalts?
Do you think the rulers of the Hells like each other?
No, obviously not. Couldn't imagine why we wouldn't like each other. You're so lovely.
The whole point of the Hells is each other ruler is trying to one-up the one above them.
Yeah, I know. I
So
know.
clearly they're not going to work for me.
Well, maybe they'll help us because we'll, not torture them.
Torture makes it work a lot easier, though. Again,
No, it doesn't.
sure, you're the expert. He looks towards Tristan. Right, torture works wonders on getting people to do what you want.
Look, torture wasn't my department.
That doesn't...
Oh, there was a torture department?
Look, we have... Electros has enemies. The king has enemies. Sometimes things must be extracted from our enemy.
Thank you!
Well, like, that doesn't work, though. It just... Ugh, I know I'm arguing this.
That's why you
Oh,
keep them alive and not kill them.
Now I know why Kalashis looks the way it does.
Well, they said at the academy that torture is only generally for the benefit of the torturer, unless you're employing some sort of mental magic to probe their mind.
Column A and column B.
as somebody who was tortured, all it led to was my eventual murder of my captors.
Do you
Garrus,
consider
you
the
know
farm torture, Garrus?
What?
Are you saying you consider the farm you being tortured?
When he was a slave? Yeah, when he was getting whipped as a slave? Yeah, that's torture.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that constitutes
Bro,
torture.
this guy just says slavery is not torture.
Garrus was working.
Physical.
Garrus was working on the farm. He was happy. He had friends.
He was happy
Dude,
on the
I
farm.
There
don't like
was
this
no-
gaslighting.
There
I
was
don't
no
like this is the
homunculus.
gaslight Garrus
There was
session.
no homunculuses. He was happy.
Yeah, and his creator was a good guy. I'm getting water. I need a break. I need 5 minutes.
This guy might be pissed.
Try to gaslight me.
Not all torture is physical.
Then do some
Either
of your
way, we
mental
probably should-
training, mental torturing. Come on, there's options here. I'm relying on you all to find where my stolen things were taken, and you know what? If you manage to do it, you could even have the damn staff. How about that? A
I
little
thought you were gonna give
incentive.
it to us either way.
I am, but we don't have the staff right now, so finding it is the first option, the first act
No,
of
I
business.
just, like, we don't even know that she's gonna be cooperative or not. Why are we gonna torture him?
Why would
feels
she
like-
help? She's the servant of. She's the servant of the one who's trying to overthrow me.
Because she doesn't want to be here anymore, probably.
He stopped. He goes, "I didn't think of that."
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's a luxury vacation for her right now. She's kidnapped. Sooner this is over for her, the sooner she can get back to trying to overthrow you.
So what you're saying is we don't let them go.
I don't
Why
think
would
you
we-
should have that conversation right in front of her.
Yeah, what do you do? Really?
Now
What's
she
the-
won't give us anything if she thinks we're just gonna kill her before we leave, right, lady?
Never mind, I wasn't talking.
Tristan, now you realize what the questions why
Oh,
we
was
asked you that.
was that out of character? Was that
Yeah.
out of character, Robert?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I wonder why everyone thinks Tristan's evil.
I'm not.
Hmm.
I'm not the one doing it.
Look,
That's-
let's just talk to her first. Can we get like the gag off her? Maybe start a conversation.
Yeah, let's just. Who's gonna crawl over and get and gag her?
Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
The
Good
one
start.
figure looks towards you, spits in your general direction.
Well, we tried. Torture it is.
Well, it's a good start because she could have spit on Fia, but she's just spat in the direction.
Yeah, look, we're not here to harm you. No, we really aren't. We just need help.
Yeah, we just need some information, lady. Frankly, the sooner you can help us, the sooner you'll be out of here.
They look towards you again, this time Matthias, and goes, "If you think I'm going to help the ones who kidnapped me and brought me here, you're clearly out of your mind."
Look, I get it, but like, they could unkidnap you and unbring you here once we're finished.
That's not how things work in the Hells. I'm property now.
What? Why don't we just make sure you're not like that?
And what power do you have over the demon lords? Please, I'm not an idiot. I understand you're all just doing your jobs. I don't hold any issue with you. I
don't have a job. I'm unemployed right now.
Do you think we work with the Demon King? The Demon King? Not Ganondorf.
No way.
Yeah.
Matt Mercer's here with us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just not as good a DM as Matt Mercer.
Sigh.
I'm not a good enough DM for Chris.
It's okay, I guess.
I'm gonna make his
Sorry, I
wife
guess
not
we'll get over
exist.
Yeah. I'll just
Matt
pretend.
Mercer would never make his wife not exist.
That Mercer would say, after when Thea went to untie the lady, would have went, well, how do you do this?
How do you want to do
That
this,
would've been
Fia?
awesome. How do you wanna do this?
So, wait, I'm sorry, I lost... I completely sidetracked. What are you doing, Fia? You're untying her?
Tyler, I was like, do you think we work with the Demon Lord, Demon King, Demon Person?
Demon Lord.
She named yes.
Oh, it's true. To be fair, why wouldn't she think that?
Correct!
True, man.
Why... You're
No,
in his
no.
manner. You're wearing his clothes. He points towards Jack. That one's wearing an ascot. Only servants of the Demon Lords wear those.
Well, what do you think of the outfits, though? They're good, right? They look nice.
I think it looks nice.
They're
Does it not look nice?
very...
No, it looks great, Jack.
They're very
Oh,
nice.
I have wood on. I don't have demon.
I have wood on!
It does look like she does not work for the Demon Lord.
You're also
Unless
tiny.
there's some sort of wood demon lord out there that might exist.
Okay, so you're saying that you don't work for the Demon Lord. Sure.
No.
We're just sort of connected in some ways. We're not really... Frankly, we wouldn't have... We didn't really not involved in the kidnapping thing, but we kind of want to use the fact that you've been kidnapped to our benefit still.
Yeah, but we can like free you afterwards and let you go.
You can or you will.
We will.
No.
It depends on the information's good.
Tristan, shut up.
I don't want to agree with Tristan when he's in this state, but he's kind of right.
Thank you.
But, I mean, she's not fine. She doesn't have the information we need. She's just a way to get it because she's a magical person.
No, I get that. It's just, you know.
Maybe she
Anyway,
should try
could
harder.
you, in theory, scry on a being if you had a part of them? Like a finger.
If I wanted to, I would be able to do so, yes.
So theoretically, you could do
There's
such a
no
thing.
theoretical thing. Yes, I could do such a thing if I wanted to. If I wasn't a prisoner,
If you were so
mayhaps.
inclined to. But if you're not a prisoner, you're going to try to escape immediately?
Oh, yeah. What would you do if you were a prisoner?
I'd try to escape immediately.
Yeah.
Well, depending, I feel like I've been fairly polite to you, and I usually don't, you know, I'd at least be interested in what's going on with how strange things are at the moment. So maybe I wouldn't run right away, but me and you are clearly different people. I mean, I'm not kidnapped in hell, for one.
He was at one point.
I was. They had imps. They were poking me. What demon lord does this one serve? Says looking to Terrace.
He looks over, sort of trying to remember. She serves the 5th or 6th level, I don't remember, a low-ranking demon. I don't know how he found such a powerful mage in the first place, but when I was doing my due diligence in trying to find someone capable of such scrying magics, she was the least defended. Seems like he put all of his eggs in the one basket.
Okay.
Oh.
So how could we get you to help us then with this little task we need?
Let me go.
But
Then-
will you just run
then-
away if we let you go?
Maybe out of the kindness of my heart, I'll stay and help you.
Dylan, can I get a sense motive check?
Of course.
I haven't used any of my hero points. I'll reroll that.
Okay.
This fits perfectly. That's the neat part. You don't.
I mean... You get the idea. If you free her, she's just going to teleport away.
No, I can tell you're just gonna teleport away if we free her. Come on, we're being serious. Come on. Actually, like, is there a thing you could do to help? get you to help us.
Can I? Yes. Will I? Probably not.
That's why I said, is there a thing that we could help get you to do? Is there a thing we could do for you to, like, we scratch yours back, you scratch ours, kind of thing. That's how demons work, right?
I'm not a demon.
But you work for one. It's like,
She's probably reconsidering that by this point, left undefended as she was.
Matthias, you're a vampire, right?
Well, let's just tell everybody.
You can make.
But yes.
Could you make her your thrall?
Jesus
we
Christ!
don't use that word anymore, dude.
You are
Please.
evil as fuck. Tristan
What?
evil.
I don't. My family doesn't really do thralls.
Dylan alignment changed this man.
We like to get people who want to be vampires. We call them familiars, and they do like our manservants because I think it's funny fucking with the ones that want to be vampires. But we don't do thralls, really.
Oh yeah, also, that's like a horrible thing that takes away the person's, it's horrible. Why would you suggest that?
You get us out of the situation we're in.
That's
Yeah.
also true, though. I'm not, my vampirization, as you could call it, has not been complete yet. Give me 1 second. Check his pulse again. Yeah,
It's kind
still a
of
little there.
still a little tiny bit there.
Still a little bit there. Gonna need
Qualification.
some time. But I also wasn't really one of those, enthralling enchantment type vampires either. So even if I could, which I can't, I wouldn't, because it's also not my style. It's a good suggestion, though. No, I mean, it's an awful suggestion. Why would you say that, Tristan?
Because I look at all the options we have.
Okay, seriously, is there such a thing that we could do for you that would then help actually make you want to help us?
What are you offering?
You hungry? Do you want like a nice dinner, some wine, maybe?
We could get you out of the hells.
I'm here by choice.
Why?
Why would I want to get out?
Why are you here by choice?
We're here by choice.
Employment?
I mean, your employer really didn't care about you much.
You're not making me want to help you.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know.
You're a woman of arcane persuasion, I can see.
Correct.
Perhaps you're interested in a trade of knowledge or magical craft.
What are you offering?
Let's see. I have some rare books from the Library of a Lich that I could offer to you. That is on the nature of the weave itself.
She raises an eye. Alrighty. I like that.
3 tomes to be specific.
Alrighty, how about this? You trade me your books, and I'll help you with your little scrying situation.
How about this? I trade you the books and you help us with this situation of the individual we're trying to track down, period. Not saying you need to help us, get to them or anything like that. But aside from just scrying, you'll help with any other inquiries we have, perhaps, about them. If you have any information.
Let me get a diplomacy roll.
Absolutely. Not my strongest, but I
Who needs
am making
diplomacy?
I am making a request right now, so I will use one of my hero points for that.
Okay.
Because I believe we should have 2 now, right?
Yes. 31.
31. And I'm going to use my cloak of
Make it a crit.
repute to make it a critical success if it was a success.
She nods. She goes, "Alright, fine. Color me interested. Get these manacles off of me, and I'll be happy to help."
There we go. The art of the deal.
Yay.
I'm gonna lead over to Matthias. Should we get the demons to make this guaranteed pack?
No, I don't really
Like a
do that.
contract?
I'm not really into that sort of thing.
Suit yourself.
Yeah, it's not an evil guy. He's great.
Matthias will set the books on the table, and we'll sit
Okay.
down, like here.
She will unchain her. If she can be unchain her,
Yeah, if you want.
yeah, she will.
And she will sit across from you. She'll sit right next to Tristan.
Our good buddy now.
And goes, "Alrighty. What is it that you need done? Please explain in the clearest of details so there's no confusion."
No, of course. First thing you should know is we're trying to scry upon a man that could only be described as a mummy lord. Which
Is
I
that
imagine
like-
will not be a simple task.
Is a mummy lord some kind of creature? Is it...
It's a powerful type of undead. The only thing I could liken it to is perhaps a lich. They're not similar to liches, in that they're not the same thing, but they are similar powerful spellcasters that are undead with sentience. Master manipulators of the, undeath and the thread of life and such.
Sounds easy enough.
We are also fighting a lich too, so don't. It could be a little confusing.
But the lich is not involved in this. You don't really need to know about that part. I don't think she needs to know about. Why are there so many of you, Garros?
I mastered Shadow Clone Jutsu.
He is too powerful. Smite him down.
Why is it so bright in this area too?
It's the lanterns from Garros, yeah.
Oh my god!
My shadow, no!
No, I hate zooming into Matthias' token and seeing how white he looks underneath all of Garros' lights.
His
That's
power is overwhelming.
Nevertheless, they had committed a bit of a, as we say in the business, a bad move. They showed up here and they stole a bunch of items, including a staff that we very much are interested in. We'd like to get all those items back, including the staff. We have this, as you'll pull out the finger, of one of them. We're not sure if it's the lead
That's
one or if it's one of his lackeys. What was that?
He keeps making more!
If it makes you feel better, he's not copy and pasting.
Coming.
He's clicking and dragging it from his sheet.
Is this him or is it you?
It's
That
Chris.
doesn't make me feel
I'm
better.
watching his cursor move over to where his sheet is and drag more.
God.
Power overwhelming.
Power word Garros.
The light, it burns.
It's like fucking spawning in all the enemies in a fucking Bethesda, like everything in a Bethesda game in one room. Me when I start spawning infinite easy Pete's.
Me when I become Garros. But no. She nods. You see her hold her hands out as she begins to channel the magic. It takes maybe about 15 minutes or so before she nods. Alrighty. I have located your mummy lord and your assorted treasury. It wasn't even that hard. He's, in fact, very close by. There's a nearby inn in town, over by the docks. Your mummy lord is situated within the basement room in said inn, where the treasury has been transported to. When I scried upon him, he was attempting to tame a staff as if its magic was unstable and was flying back at him, causing difficulties, to say the least.
Did you get the impression that he was too preoccupied to detect you, or that it was a purposeful slip of the information?
Oh, he certainly seemed preoccupied.
So close, inside the city itself, even.
I imagine if he's inside the city, he has someone on the inside helping him out. But that I can't say for absolute certainty, more just a guesswork.
Did you happen to see anything else in the room that could indicate anything along the lines of a traitor?
Not that I could see. But demons are creatures of wealth and power. They would often do a lot to get powerful undead like this mummy lord on their side, including offering, well, assistance.
Fair. Looks to, Harrison, he'll go. Perhaps something to look into for your, council or your members, as, I imagine they are likely involved. At the very least, it probably wasn't your court wizard. That guy's too incompetent to do that. All right. So she told us where we could find him too. Correct? It was a. Did she tell us the exact building?
Yeah, it would be
Does she have
would
that?
be the inn that you all were at, where you got the carriage.
I just was double confirming. Okay.
No problem.
And were there any minions, lackeys, goons with him?
Not that I could see, but it doesn't mean he doesn't have any. It just means
Any
none there
traps,
currently.
anything that he set up?
I didn't particularly look. It did seem more he was preoccupied.
Fair enough.
I don't think he's expecting anyone to go attack him at his home, as it were.
And he seemed to be struggling with the staff.
Correct, as if he's fighting it.
Curious indeed. Well, my only question for you then is if you are perhaps skilled or knowledgeable on the absorption of magic.
A tad, not the most, but I've done my research.
Do you have any insights that you could perhaps offer in to assist anyone who would be trying to absorb these? As he would hold out the bandages, not offering them out to her. Clearly, he's still going to hold them in his hands. But if she does want to touch them or do anything like that, she is free to. It's just he's clearly not going to hand them to her.
She looks at them and goes, "Something like this, you'd need a way to break down the magic. It'd likely take a fair bit." And she stops.
How
as if
long
deep
do you
in
think
thought.
would be a fair bit?
Probably about an hour or so of unrelenting focus. Certainly seems doable, though. If you're not a skilled enough mage, though, this magic could consume you and just turn you into a mummy lord yourself.
That'd be so fucking funny.
That would be really funny.
Right?
A vampire mummy lord?
2 of Jake's characters becoming mummy lords.
No, he's not a mummy lord. He just doesn't have skin.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
He could become a mummy lord when he grows up one day.
I want to be a mummy lord when I grow up. I expected it could blow me up if I failed, but turning me into a mummy lord is news that I did not expect. Do you have any recommendations for any sort of implements, perhaps, to use that could help with the assistance of breaking down the magic?
Repeat that, I'm sorry.
Like, just a recommendation if she had any, like, ideas of, like, things he could use, like staves, wands, anything like that, that could help.
She stops as if deep in thought. I'm gonna give her a roll.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll see what happens. Wow. That's not bad.
Jesus.
That's not a
She's-
bad roll at
she's a
all.
king.
She nods. She goes, in fact, I have something that might help with this situation back home. It is a tool not of demon make, it is celestial in nature. But its whole thing is breaking down the magics of the undead. Could help prevent any possible mummification. Of course, you'd have to trust me to go get it and return.
Well, I imagine you'd also need additional incentive to part with such an item.
No. I guess it'd just be a bit of trust required.
No, I don't mind trusting you to go do that. If that's the case. Do any of you have any questions you'd like to ask her regarding the situation? Because that's all I had that I needed. We have his location, and I have some information about how to better tackle this thing, and possibly a tool to help.
Nothing for me.
Garrus just like almost sticks his head in the bag of holding.
Looking for something, or is he just shy?
He's just
looking.
a little shy.
See if there's anything he used to help. No, I don't. I don't.
Help
I don't
with
really
what?
know. I'm just trying to help.
Help
Supposed to be
what?
helpful, man.
What are you helping?
Shadow Clone-Jutsu.
I mean, we have our target. We know who they are.
Yes and yes. Well, that's good on my end. You've done everything we asked, and if you are inclined to part with that item in exchange for what's been given here, I am, willing to possibly trust you to wait here and bring it. If you don't, that's just the way that things go, I suppose.
She smiles. All right, then. Well, if you trust me. She climbs to her feet. I'll be back in about an hour or so. Try not to do anything too crazy.
Ta-ta!
And she takes a step back and teleports away.
Well, I'm glad we didn't torture anybody.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little persuasion is all it takes. And parting with incredibly rare and valuable books from a Lich's Tower.
Yes. Oh. Well, I'm just very happy that everything worked out well.
So the question then becomes, do we want to delay our assailment of Barnabas while I try to break down the bandages, or do we want to go at him?
I think we better break down the bandages, because that isn't it the whole point we have them, is to weaken him.
So yes, but theoretically, as I said before, the more effective way of weakening would be to burn them completely. To my knowledge, this is Jake and Matthias saying this, so if this is wrong, feel free to correct me, Dylan. To my knowledge, just absorbing it will at the very least not weaken him as effectively, because the magic will still linger some for him to draw from for a little bit at least.
Correct.
Well,
Whereas just burning it would straight up remove the magic for him to use.
Well, weakening in any way would be good, no?
No, absolutely. What we're trading off here is I would gain a significant boost in power, assuming that I don't turn into a mummy lord, by absorbing the robes. The bandages, I mean.
Yes. So I think, because he's not the last stop on our adventure, I think it is better for you to absorb them so that when we do have to fight the worm, you'll be even stronger.
I'm glad you all trust me with absorbing this much power enough to not have ethical concerns about it.
Gareth shrugs. He goes, "My end goal in life is currently just to stop this worm. If you end up being a giant monster too, at least it is a friendly face."
Well, it sort of proves to me that maybe I've changed a little bit and I'm not as monstrous as I used to be.
Well, I'm just curious the effects that'll have on you.
I am too, frankly. Frankly, I'm curious what would happen if I turned into a mummy lord. Would I still maintain my vampiric tendencies as well?
I'd be surprised if you survived at all.
Me too! But that's the thrill of it, isn't it?
I will gladly watch.
You are very free to. And anyone is if they want to possibly see me effectively rot and die very quickly.
I will, because then if you know something bad happens, I could just chop your head off and save you.
No, it's okay. I'd rather go through the agonizing pain and just to know what it was like.
You are a strange little man. But
I am a researcher at my heart.
well,
Just not a researcher into that science nonsense. No offense, Jack.
You wouldn't get it.
No, evidently not.
that shit, Jax.
That's what's gonna happen to Matthias, I guess.
No.
How do I forget that actually happened in that show?
That's so true, though.
You tell me you don't know Futurama like the back of your hand?
She just sort of lies there now.
Like a rogue.
That's what happened when you smoke drugs.
Brian. Peter.
No. It cannot.
Anyway. Alright. So we're all in agreement.
Does everyone agree that we're just gonna try to break the robes down Matthias will and eat them, or does anyone want them burned?
Eat the heart. Eat the
Sounds like
heart.
everyone's good, thank God.
Eat the
Thank God people are willing to have live a little in this group.
the heart.
Well, now that Ignis isn't here, we don't have people suggesting crazy shit anymore.
How's that wasn't man?
This is biblically accurate, Garros.
I don't like that. It's gonna be scary. I don't want to see it.
Okay.
It'll make me scared.
Eat the
Right, so
heart. Eat the
We're
heart.
eating the heart, Dylan. Jesus Christ.
Anyway. Shut up, Chris.
Matthias, while waiting, will try to study the bandages to see if he could gain some further insights into them to possibly get any bonuses or boosts during the actual phase of trying to break it down.
Got you.
So if there's anything I could roll during that, if I can just, if it's just time or whatever.
Yeah, I'll take an occultism roll.
Let's see. Go, my scarab. Oof, baboof. Gonna save that hero point, because I'm gonna need it for...
Sadly, you do not get any
actual
bonuses. However, after an hour or so, the strange winged woman returns. Held in her hands a strange celestial wand. She looks towards you, Matthias. Are you ready, then?
Oh, absolutely. Are you just gonna give it and leave, or are you gonna hang around to the gruesome
I'm going
after
to
effects
watch
if I fail?
I'm going to watch to see if you fail. Yes.
Oh, fair enough. All right, keep in mind, people, that if I do become a mummy lord, I might still be myself, so you might not have to kill me.
Okay.
Unless you feel more comfortable killing me.
No, I
That
don't.
does make me a little sad, though.
No, it's really sad if I have to kill you.
I'll do what I have to, man.
As I expect you would.
It's all for the science.
No, I get it.
With science.
Or
With
science.
the power of religion.
Embrace the power.
I'm with the science team.
The power of religion. That's an old one.
That is an old one. Dude, I just aged like 10 years ago.
That's an old one.
Jesus
I
Christ.
can't believe
no.
I actually can't believe you know that.
They were the same person, I think.
I genuinely can't believe you fucking know
I
that.
hate this brain rot.
That's really funny.
My brain is
Take your
100%
Bible,
rat.
spin.
Spin. No.
Can I remove my doomed while we're doing this?
No.
Man, that's too far. Why would you ask him that?
Why would you be able to
That's
remove it?
really-
You're doomed.
You're getting more doomed.
I accidentally clicked off your aura. Turn it back on.
I don't know how.
Oh my
She's
god.
no longer Marshall.
Yeah, Dylan's removed my
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up.
Stop yelling at me. First you gaslight me, now you yell.
Yeah,
Yes, keep girl boss.
I'm just not a good enough DM. I have to gaslight you.
No, if only we were with Matt Mercer.
You're no Matt
Yeah,
Mercer.
Matt
That
Mercer
Mercer would
doesn't
never
gaslight.
gaslight Chris.
I
No.
wish my greatest ally, Sam Riegel, was here.
I
Sam-
wish
Sam
fucking
Riegel would-
freshly cut grass was here.
He'd have a really good joke.
Stop! Fresh cut grass would not let Matthias eat this magic. He'd be like,
scared.
"Whoa, guys, isn't that kind of evil?"
And then everyone would just dogpile on top of him and start beating him to death.
What the fuck? Anyway, you see this woman reach out, waving the wand, as you see the magic of the bandages begin to break down. Would you like to attempt to absorb it, Matthias?
Absolutely.
Why is there a fresh cut gif? Oh my god. I hate Critical Role. What the fuck?
Roll.
What the fuck?
What is happening to this game?
You know what? It's just a bunch of buddies hanging out.
Matthias, as you attempt to absorb the magic, let me get an occultism roll, please.
Okie dokie. Shaka Shazam!
That's a 9.
It is. Okay. I am going to hero point it.
Yeah, freshly cut grass would succeed that.
Shaka Shazam! Okay. I mean,
It was a DC 32.
whoo!
Now you're lying.
What?
Why would it be that specific number? That's such a weird number
You're
for it to
such
be.
an asshole, dude! You're such a prick!
I think Chris is blocked from D&D after tonight, guys. Just saying.
You're such a dickhead, actually. What is up with
If I was Matt Mercer, he wouldn't fight me on my rulings.
Matt Mercer would have normal,
Matt
normal
Mercer, you'd be
DCs.
playing 5e, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be awesome
Or
sauce.
whatever the fuck their new game is. What's it called?
We play
Daggerheart.
Daggerheart.
Daggerheart. That's awesome.
Matthias, as you absorb the magic from these robes, bandages rather, you hear a wailing cry from somewhere in the city. Barnabas feeling his power drain. You feel it rush into your body. You feel in places your skin begins to rot. But then, it almost immediately fades away. You feel empowered. The magic is coursing through you, necrotic and old. But it builds up a hunger. Much like your thirst for blood as a vampire, you feel you cannot be sated with a regular food. Matthias, you will have to eat magic to survive this
Oh
hunger
no.
for a time.
Am I gonna blow up if I don't?
Only the powers that be could answer that question.
True enough.
But as Matthias eats the power, what do you all want to do?
Can I do some studying and while this is happening?
Of course.
Yeah, I'd like to study my nail gun looking thing with open slot.
Let me get a crafting roll.
Yeah. Oh,
Oof.
come on.
It's just doing like
You
a
know what?
Super Saiyan power up scream throughout, so it's just distracting.
Hey,
That's awful still. Damn.
right you are.
With a 29, Jack, you're examining it. You're starting to make sense of it. You could tell perhaps some sort of gemstone needs to be slotted into it for it to be powered up.
Gemstones, you say?
I'll look at this in another 10 sessions.
But
When you remember it, when you see it in your inventory again.
as of right
Speaking
now,
of things in our inventory,
yes. Yes.
could I also use the downtime to ask all the powerful magical people here if they know what this egg is before I turn it over to the Fey lady?
Ooh, that's a good point. Would any of our magical people like to make a magical check? Words.
I think
would-
Matthias is probably preoccupied.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, just screaming in the background.
Ah!
Yeah.
Roll. Hey, it's not bad. But I'll reroll it because I have a hero
10
point.
today.
Why'd I reroll?
Why'd you reroll? I didn't even say if it was a fail or pass.
I know. I held out hope.
I know, buddy.
I knew I shouldn't have.
Set in his heart and did it.
Robert rolls a lot of ones.
Have you seen? Look at my fucking stats. They're so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. From Tristan, you have no idea. It certainly
I'll
feels
do a
magical.
I'll do a nature check. I'll privately roll.
Via with a 33. This egg does seem to be of Fey design. It kind of reminds you of the Emerald Dragon egg, in that it's a live egg. Something is growing inside. Something Fey, something weird. But without the egg hatching, you have no idea what could be inside.
Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a Fey egg belonging to. It's definitely a egg of Fey. Some weird Fey thing growing. Without it hatching, I can't tell what it is.
All right. Well, good to know. At least it's Fey. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Dylan,
Yes.
I haven't done this in a while. Can I do a lore calamity check to, how's that going? Do I feel any weird, anything near?
Of course. Go ahead.
Also 33.
No calamity from the egg.
So I was just saying in general.
Oh, yeah. Here in the Hells, nothing.
Cool. That's good. So how long is Matthias gonna scream for?
Forever.
I don't know, but I doesn't look like he's dying immediately.
No? So it doesn't look like he's not turning into a mummy. Or Lord.
He is always a lord to me.
That's adorable.
Ah! Ah, thank you guys. Ah!
So
You have anything you need to check out, Garros? Anything magical?
nothing magical, but hmm. No, I think what I have to deal with is on my own time.
Okay. Has anything changed with the big bag with the book that I have? The one that like just says like everything that's happened to us? Is it just still the same details?
Nothing.
Cool. Wait. Like it's blank?
No, nothing changed, I meant.
Oh, okay. So how long does Matthias scream for?
Repeat that, I'm sorry.
How long does Matthias scream? How long does the transformation take?
Probably about an hour. Yeah,
It's
it's
literally
not,
a Dragon Ball power up.
yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is.
I like to imagine near the end of the hour, he's just like look at the Garros like, man, I didn't realize you could scream that long.
I think it is because he is a vampire, so he doesn't really have normal vocal cords, you know.
Well, he's like half vampire now, so he should still like his voice just might be fried after this, I'll be honest.
Hopefully, he doesn't need it to cast spells.
That is a thing needed, usually.
I don't know. I kind of don't pay attention in fights, I'll be honest.
I thought you passed the mage trials.
No, in the combat, I just close my eyes and swing.
Oh,
I
no,
literally,
yeah, I get that.
when I open them, the things are just usually dead.
You're very good at fighting blind.
This comes from territory of living in mountains.
That would make sense.
I'm like some sort of bat.
Yeah. Huh. I just looked at his eyes. Is he gonna be done now?
As Matthias is done screaming.
Oh, okay.
How are you still able to talk after all that screaming?
Huh?
You were like screaming for like an hour.
You don't want to know.
So,
Do I feel any like different afterward?
For the most part, yes, the magic coursing through you is having some alternate effects. It doesn't seem like you gain more spell slots. It seems like your spell casting is amplified.
I see.
At least until your body grows accustomed to this. It likely will take 24 hours to grow accustomed to it, at which point there will be a more permanent effect. But for now, it's something different.
Is he able to tell what that something may be at the moment?
Out of character, it's going to basically be an increase to the damage of all your spells cast for the next 24 hours.
Okay. And then after 24 hours, there'll be a sort of permanent buff.
There'll be a
that comes
permanent
from,
buff that comes from it. It might be more spell slots, it might be something else, it might be some resistance, it might be a combination of things, but yes.
Okay. Oh, I feel good. My magic feels powerful right now. Did you guys hear Barnabas scream?
did
Yes.
All of you would have heard his scream.
we? Yeah, we did. Was that?
Good
Did that also
sign.
last for an hour?
No. That lasts like
That's
30
really funny,
seconds at
though.
the very most. A 30-second long, very loud
That's a
scream.
pretty long screen still.
Oh, 100%.
Just not comparatively to Matthias screaming for an hour.
Yeah. Should we go try to kill him now?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to kill. I feel great. I'm
Okay.
energized.
Thea, could you like heal me like a tiny bit?
Oh, do you need? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize.
It's okay.
Sorry for anyone who was wanting to see me transform into a mummy lord. I bet that this is a disappointing outcome.
Yeah, kinda.
I feel like I could really blow things up better now, though.
I guess that's better than nothing.
I'd say.
All right, let's go kill ourselves a mummy lord. Everyone else healed full.
Alrighty.
Oh, thank you for your assistance, madam. And enjoy those books.
She looks.
Do you want this back? Oh, she was the one who used the staff.
She was the one who used it. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna set that then.
And she looks towards you. Yes, be careful as well. Enjoy your time. And enjoy fighting your mummy lord, or whatever it was. And she once again teleports away. As you all head in direction of Barnabas Gestalt's new hideout within the inn in this hellish city. A fight for the relic, a fight for your sanity, and a fight for magic. As you all walk, a chilling wail echoes throughout the air. Can I get a fortitude save from everyone, please?
Yes, sir.
No.
That's a 40.
Oh, it's a 40.
33.
Hey, it's not bad.
Oh, oof, oof.
He's fragile.
Oh no!
My
Come
bones.
back, Jack. Do it
Tristan,
again.
are you keeping your roll?
I drink the bone.
Kill it. I'll
What?
re-roll it.
You could roll a nat 20.
I do
Don't
it.
say that to me.
You make
I
it.
used 2 hero points so far.
You did.
Yeah, that's both my hero
Okay.
points.
I don't- I
We're
didn't
about to
remember-
wrap up, so I'll give you your last hero point for the day if you'd like.
I was trying to remember. I couldn't remember what was the first thing I used it on.
Something. I don't. Diplomacy maybe. I don't remember.
There was an occultism check. Yeah, it was a diplomacy check. You're absolutely right.
But yes,
I believed you. I was just confused.
if you'd like, I'll give you your last hero point for that because we're gonna wrap up after this.
You know what? Might as well, right?
Nice. Leaving Jack is the only one who fails. Jack, as the wail echoes, this decaying, rotting sound, necromantic in nature, you feel a chill run down your body as your maximum health is cut in half.
Don't need it anyway. Whatever.
As your HP drops, as this wail sounds out, Garros, you hear from your weapon, something's waking up. It seems our timeline grows less fluid. Unite them before 'tis too late. And in the time spent to get to the inn, Jack, your HP would restore to normal. It's not a permanent thing. But whatever this thing is, whatever is waking up somewhere in the world, its wail heard all the way here in the hells. But that is for now where we will call it for the day. A little bit of a shorter session, but a big-ass fight is coming, and I'd rather have the full session for the fight.
No, makes sense, makes sense.
Makes sense. Thank you for running.
Of course, but for now, this is where we call it for the night, as next week brings session 40. The second relic is in our hands. Dun, dun,
How much more magic will Matthias eat?
The world may never know. He just eats Tristan's. He eats Tristan's shadow for magic. That's gonna be based.
Yo, level 11.
I would cry.
I know you
You get
would.
level 11 for eating the magic, right?
Totally.
Yeah, just for him.